give that position to Reece Nelson to try. And then yesterday want to play, what's his name? Trossard. Don't play him inside me. If you play him by the wing, that is where he used to finish work for, at Brighton. Not people should send me to London. Do all you can. If working Gunners Hop is, you people should send me to North London. Let me grab Arteta by the neck. I will give me a dirty slap first, and then expect reasonable questions from him. So by the time I give him the next point, he will realize himself and know what to do. Yes. So that's all I'm asking for. Send me to North London. Let me mess him up so that he will sit up, because he needs someone to deal immensely with him. So you understand that he play with our emotions. My darling Arsenal that I love so much, and Arteta, you are lucky I'm not in North London. What I would have used the chemistry of upper job. Arteta, don't worry, I'll be there soon. Pray before I get there. You should not remain there. Another thing I'm asking for is, if he does not improve, I should be Arsenal coach. Let me take up that job. I know what to do. My days in the Woyan, my days in Bender United and Bender Insurance.
Welcome back, familiar, to Northside LDN. Caramba, we're back again with another injury update. Another injury. You know what I mean? Another injury. Another injury setback. When will these injury setbacks stop? I really don't know. I really don't know. It's getting to a point where it's absolutely ridiculous, if I be honest with you. Kai Havertz with another setback. And we have to start looking at the manager. We have to start looking at what this team is doing, what this club is doing in terms of injuries and bringing players back. Because this ain't normal, bro. The amount of injuries, is just getting beyond it now. The amount of injuries, setbacks, players getting two injuries, 3 injuries in one season. We're not even halfway through the season, and these men are. This is bad, bro. This is bad. Yeah, let me just leave you with a little stat that I saw today. Since the start of last season, Arsenal have had 100 injuries, bro. 100 injuries, bro. Now, every team deals with injuries. Every team goes through injuries. You know what I'm saying? I can bring up injuries, and I will be bringing up injuries of other teams. Other teams, yes, we have to deal with injuries, but there's things that can be avoided. What is going on? We don't have any transparency from this manager in his press conferences. We don't have any transparency in terms of length of injury. A lot of the times we're risking players. Trossard against Aston Villa. We're flipping, Saliba against flipping Wolves. Like, we're just, it's not working. I'm sorry. There comes a time Arteta can talk about, the fixtures, and he could talk about, the fact that players are being run into the ground. Bro, you need to rotate better. You need to start using the squad better. You need to start easing players in, not flipping Ben White coming back from injuries, playing 4 games in a row, not risking Trossard, not risking Saliba. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, but this ain't good enough. And there isn't enough information from the club, explaining to us why these injuries are happening. There's not. I remember under Wenger when we used to get so many injuries to Diaby. We had, obviously, Eduardo that was crazy when he got the snap leg. That was crazy. That was a horrendous tackle. I remember Aaron Ramsey getting injured. I remember there was a time with Wenger towards the end. We just get injury after injury after injury after injury. I thought we were past those times, but no. We're getting more injuries after injuries. And for me, it's the way this team has been rotated. It's the way this team has been used. It's players. It's fatigue after being under this manager. A lot of players being under this manager, playing week in, week out with no rest. A lot of that fatigue has caught up with us. Saka being injured, Ødegaard being injured, Ben White being injured. These are all players that used to play week in, week out under this manager. That was fatigue. Then you have other players coming back that, Saliba, Gabriel, that's fatigue. That's being selected week in, week out. That's been played week in, week out all the time. That's where that fatigue comes from. This is not good enough, man. This ain't good enough. And now we've got, I'm seeing there on X, rumors are Kai Havertz has been sidelined until mid-January from a setback that he had in rehab, recovering from a knee injury. He was supposed to be back for Everton. And now he's out. Do you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. Do you know what I mean? This ain't good enough, bro. I'm just gonna keep it real. Like this ain't good enough. And like I said, man, already know I'm not the biggest fan of Kai Havertz. It's not about being a big fan of Kai Havertz. It's about having players available there. It's about having players available to actually perform and put in performances and being able to at least come off the bench and impact games. This is not good enough. When you look at the injuries, Ødegaard 2 shoulder injuries, Ben White's been injured this season, Saka's been injured this season, Gyökeres has been injured this season, Gabriel and Saliba both been injured this season, Mascara's injured now. Do you know what I'm saying? Trossard was injured before. It's just injuries galore, bro. And I'm really tired of it, bro. I'm sorry. A lot of this comes onto Arteta, and if we beat Palace in the Carabao Cup, we got Chelsea. Best believe we need our best players available. We need our best players available going up against Chelsea, bro. It's just the facts. It's the facts. Do you know what I'm saying? This is poor. This is poor. And you know what I wanted to do before people start using, you know, oh, look at the fixtures, look at this, look at that. I want to go through how Arteta's managed a lot of these players in games that we can rotate. Right. Let's get into it because he is to blame for this, and I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through it. Right. Let's go through our fixtures that we've played this season. Let's go through our fixtures. Right. Let's start. Okay, Port Vale. Let's start Port Vale. Look at the lineup. Why is Saka starting against Port Vale? Why is Saka starting against Port Vale? Do you know what I mean? Why is even Eze starting against Port Vale? Don't need Eze to start against Port Vale, bro. Why is Saliba starting against Port Vale? This is where, when you start looking back at the injuries and where it happened and where it went wrong, yeah? This is where you need to start pointing the evidence to. Do you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Why is Martinelli even starting in that game? Like, we should be rotating other players. And, bro, Saka, Eze, and Saliba should not be starting against Port Vale. This is where you're playing players into the ground. Don't need to start them against those teams. You know what I'm saying? Olympiacos, even against Olympiacos, certain players didn't need to play. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, bro. Gabriel and Saliba don't need to play against Olympiacos. If the centre-backs that we got ain't good enough, then, boy, if they can't perform against Olympiacos, then, boy, I don't know what we're doing. I don't know what we're doing. We didn't need to play those two. You know what I'm saying? You had Mascara on the bench. You could have used him. You know what I'm saying? Bro, Northside could have played in that midfield. You could have rested Zubimendi for that. You know what I mean? These are the things that he could have done. He didn't do. You don't need Gabriel and Saliba against Olympiacos. So you're running them into the ground. You know what I mean? West Ham, start of the season, have been absolutely atrocious. You could have rested Declan. Do you know what I'm saying? Declan didn't need to see 80 minutes against West Ham. Against West Ham. You don't need to see 80 minutes there. Do you know what I mean? Saka didn't need to play 90 minutes in that game. We won that game 2-0 comfortably. Do you know what I mean? You could have rotated Timber. West Ham have had nothing about them. This is what I'm saying about resting players. You didn't need to play certain players week in, week out. Didn't need to. Even against Fulham, you could have had a rotation. Why is Saka playing 90 minutes against Fulham as well? We should be able to rotate the squad to a certain degree and be able to get over the line against Fulham, bro. You don't need to play these players 90 minutes against some of these teams, bro. You don't need to. You know what I mean? Against Brighton, a game that we should have been 2-0 down in the first half. Cool. You know what I'm saying? You rotated the striker. That's fine. Eze shouldn't have to play that game. Do you know what I mean? Fair enough, he rotated the centre-backs. Fair enough. But then when you look at the subs, why are we subbing Declan Rice on against Brighton, bro? We should be able to deal with Brighton with giving Rice a break, Saka a break, and Gabriel a break. Otherwise, these players ain't as good as what people tell me they are, bro. I'll be real. They're not. Slavia Prague. Why is Saka playing 90 minutes against Slavia Prague? You know what I'm saying? Why are we even playing Rice against Slavia Prague? Why do we even need Gabriel and Saliba to play against Slavia Prague? This is what I'm talking about, rotation. You got Henkape, you got Mascara, but you won't. If you're not going to start them against Slavia Prague, then, boy, I don't even know. I don't even know how much you really trust this team, bro. I really don't know how much you trust this team. I really don't. It just don't make no sense to me, bro. It don't make no sense to me. Like the rotation of the squad is not good enough. I'll be real. The rotation of the squad is not good enough, and it needs to change. It needs to change, bro. If we're gonna go on to win a major honor, then it needs to change. Cause like this ain't gonna work, man. Like this ain't gonna work. For me, it ain't gonna work. So when people want to talk about injuries and this and that, then boy, Northside, I'm gonna let you finish. But the streets need a part 2 with Stricto, respectfully. A part 2 of what, bro? A part 2 of what? You know what I'm saying? Why do we need a part 2, bro? He's already buried, bro. Why do we need a part 2? You get me? Big up, bro. You look exhausted. Appreciate the content and the work ethic. Yeah, man. I'm knackered, bro. Tomorrow I get my flat. You know what I mean? Tomorrow I get my flat. I gotta be there for 11 to sign the contract and get my keys. And then after that, yeah, I might need to go shopping. I need to get 2 monitors and the thing to connect the 2 monitors. And I need to see if I've already got a table there, just use the table there. But I might want to get a gaming chair as well. So there's a lot of things I need to still sort out. But I'm so happy that I'm gonna be at my place, man. I'm happy I'm gonna be at my place. But yeah, man, big up, man. Big up, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. But yeah, I just feel like, yo, another injury setback. I'm not surprised, man. I'm not surprised. When I look at the injuries, I'm just like, he's not going to rotate the squad properly. There's players that he's rotating and bringing into games that have no business in playing those games. Let's even be real. Against Wolves, we shouldn't even have to play Saka against Wolves, bro. Shouldn't even really have to play Eze against Wolves. Or Rice. You know what I'm saying? We could have rotated in those positions to beat Wolves if we actually played properly, but we don't. We don't. And that's why we have to rotate these players. You know what I mean? Without rotation, this is going to continue to happen. I'm just gonna keep it real. Injuries are going to continue to happen. I don't want to hear anyone complaining to me about, oh, North, yeah, but you know, what can we do? We got injuries. Where? Even when we don't have injuries, bro. When we don't have injuries, we still play the same lineup. So what's the difference? What's the difference? We barely rotate. And even when we do rotate, we still sub these players that are starters that need a break. We'll still sub them on against Slavia Pragues and Port Vale. So are we really resting them? Are we really giving them a break? No, we're not. We're not. We're still subbing on Gabriels and Salibas and Sakas and all these guys, bro, when they should be they should be resting. So I don't know, man. For me, I just feel like, you know, Arteta's already come out and said it's not about the training. It's not about the training, guys. Not about the training, guys. Okay, cool. It's not about the training. So then it's down to your in-game management then. If it's not the training, it's the workload. It's the workload, bro, that you're putting on these players. It's crazy. I'm tired of it, man. This manager needs to fix up, bro. This manager needs to fix up, bro. This ain't good enough, man. This really ain't good enough. And I'm just like, yo, Mascara. It's just setback after setback. You know what I mean? Mascara's had setback. Gabriel's had a setback. Havertz has had a setback. It's just tiring, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Yo, Wagwan, I'm seeing people doing reactions on you. That's great publicity, bro. Great publicity. You know what I'm saying? Let them do their reactions, bro. That's great publicity, bro. You get me? It is what it is, bro. I saw one reaction to me. Do you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It is what it is. Do you get me? I can't dead something that I didn't take it there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't make it what it is. Stricto made it what it is. So I don't know why'd you look at me? You know what I'm saying? Why'd you look at me? I mean, I just met him with the same yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I said it's great publicity as long as you don't have put a Primark bag over your head like some people. Yeah, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? There's always something going on in this YouTube space, man. I'm happy I'm back, man. I'm happy I'm back to cook these guys if they get out of line. You know what I mean? But the Stricto thing, I never started it, bro, but I'll finish it. I'll finish it. You know what I'm saying? I'll finish it. Because there ain't nothing my man can do, bro. Apart from his dead, aimless threats that go nowhere. So it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know, now the Primani bag was killing me. Like, well, hopefully he can do that for his watch-alongs. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can add that for his watch-alongs. It could be a prop. You know what I mean? Kelechi's got the stick. He's got the Primark bag. It's crazy. Bro, I feel bad for Havertz. He got bulked, but can't show it. Bro, it is what it is, man. I don't even want to play Havertz, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Well, maybe, but bro, like if he wants to dead it, then he can say to dead it, bro. When my man's saying, yo, I can't wait to run into you again on my channel, I don't think that's really dead in it, bro. Do you? I don't think that's dead in it. Because if you're standing 10 toes down on what you previously said, I don't think that's dead in it. Do you know what I mean? So if he wants to, he knows people that knows me. If he wants to send a message and be like, yo, we both take accountability and dead it, cool, we can dead it. If not, then let it continue. I don't really care which way it goes. I don't have a, do you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The same way he disrespected Jez is the same way he disrespected me months prior. So I could see the pattern in his disrespect. Do you know what I'm saying? Every single time he can't debate you, he wants to start saying all this violent stuff like people are scared. No, nobody ain't scared. And I think that's what rattles him ultimately. That nobody's scared of you. Do you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody ducking not to run into you. Nobody cares, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Man wants to move like he's Omar from The Wire. You know what I mean? He wants to move like he's Lamar from BMF. But nobody, it's not that, bro. You know what I mean? So let's just, yeah, man. Let's just move on, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. Northside, I remember when you did a protest, it was pissing down and only like 30 people showed up. Nah, it weren't raining. I weren't at the protest that rained, bro. I did a protest. I think it was Turkish. This is ages ago. And I don't even know, yeah. I don't even know if Never a Foul still have that video. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Never a Foul still have that video, but I was streaming on Never a Foul, and then the connection went blank when I went under the tunnel, and I come out and the armory was there. And then I was linking up with Turkish for the protest. That was actually for Never a Foul, and I was the one recording it. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was on Never a Foul's channel. So they know that I went to the protest because I did it on behalf of their channel and as well. You know what I'm saying? And there was literally like 5-6 people. There weren't even 30 people, bro. There was like 5-6 people that came to the protest. There's barely anyone, bro. Barely anyone, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, I remember that's the first and only time I've ever spoken to Turkish. And I said, yo, what about the protest? And then they were like, yo. And then Turkish turned around to me and goes, what protest? You know what I mean? And you can see he was disheartened, didn't it? Yeah. Yeah, I'm saying. It was one of them ones, bro. What's this? He's messaging me now. Yeah, I mean. Yo, my mom keeps telling me how happy she is, man. Yeah, I mean. My mom keeps telling me how happy she is with me, bro. It's crazy. Big up Mumsy, bro. Right, sorry, I'm talking to my hairdresser, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, so like, yeah, my mom's like, yo, I'm so happy that I got the flat and that, you know what I mean? So yeah, man. But yeah, yeah, I was on Never a Foul before Mo. When I was on Never a Foul, I was on there before Mo. You know what I mean? I was on Never a Foul before Mo, bro. Do you know what I mean? Nah, big up, bro. Mumsy's cool, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. I know. I get what you're saying. Speaking of Never a Foul, they did Mo bad. Glad you didn't stick around and got your own channel. Look, do you know what? Yeah, let me say this on that. Yeah, ultimately, nobody knows what happens apart from them, like, innit? So I can't say they did Mo bad. I can't say Mo did them bad. Everyone's got their story. I don't know who did who bad. So let's not jump to conclusions like that without really knowing, innit? Just because one person says their side of the story doesn't make that factual. I know Mo put out a video and this and that. That doesn't mean that factually what he's saying is correct, innit? We don't know, innit? We don't know. So I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? Never a foul, never done anything to me. Do you know what I'm saying? They never change up with me. So I don't know, bro. Mo, I've jumped on his channel. He's never redirected to me. He's never supported me. He's asked me to support his channel, but he's never supported me. Do you know what I'm saying? When he did his channel, he was, you know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just because Mo made a, you know, said his side of the story, I ain't even gonna call him a liar. He said his side of the story. It doesn't make it factual, bro. It doesn't make it factual. So it is what it is. Everyone decides to deal with their stuff differently, innit? You get me? So it is what it is. I'm not even an Arsenal fan, and some of your fans, such as that guy and some other guy, I can't stand people like that. They're not genuine. There's a lot of disingenuous Arsenal fans, bro. A lot of them, bro. They've realized that the internet, they can make some money and they'll sell themselves out to try and be popular. You know what I mean? A lot of them now are crying, oh, Havertz. Look, listen, I want Havertz back, yeah? We don't fully know what's going on with Havertz. We've hearing reports that he's got an injury with his knee and that's caused a setback, and that is why he will be back. They're saying about early to mid-January. But at the same time, Havertz ain't the answer. So I'm not going to change that up. But could he be useful as a sub? Certain games there he could be useful. But he doesn't determine our season. For me, he's still not good enough as a striker. The same way that they're now changing up with Jesus. Now all of a sudden Jesus is a Lord and Savior. This is the same Jesus they wanted sold in the summer, and this is the hypocrisy about it. How come all of a sudden now Jesus is the answer? He weren't the answer in the summer. Man wanted him sold alongside Trossard and Martinelli. Like, I don't change my tune. At the end of the day, them three can leave. I really couldn't care less if they left. I still don't feel all three of them are actually of the level to get us to where we need to get to. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. You already know, man. You already know, bro. You get me? Yeah, it's just Mo's doing his thing. You know what I mean? Mo's doing his thing. But I'm not going to start factually. I'm going to talk like I factually know about Mo and Never a Foul when I don't know about the ins and outs. I told them both the same thing. When that all happened, I told them the same thing, and I'll continue saying the same thing because I ain't a snake. I said to them, I don't want to get involved. I don't know who's done what to who. I don't want to get involved. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with the both of you. Do you know what I'm saying? But if man are asking me, Never a Foul have always supported me. I can't say that Mo's supported me. I've supported this channel. He never supported me ever, which is fine. He don't have to. Yeah, I mean, it's calm. I'm just saying. Like, I ain't gonna. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. I've spoken to Mo before. I remember watching the Morocco and the Portugal game. I think that's the first time that I met Mo. Was at the Never a Foul. We did a watch along Portugal and Morocco when he was still working with Never a Foul. And I could see his thought in football, and the things that he puts out there, that's not actually how he thinks of football. Do you know what I'm saying? But if he wants to do the Arsenal are scary, then do what you want. I don't really care. Do you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Northside, everyone's talking about you and Stricto. It's crazy. Free publicity. Tell them to like and subscribe. We're always on our way to 20K, bro. We're almost on our way to 20K. Let them talk. You know what I mean? Let them talk. Yeah, you know I mean, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Have I got a problem with D on fans? Or I ain't got a problem with D. I don't know who told you that, but I ain't got a problem with D. Do I always agree with him? No, but I ain't got a problem with him. If I had a problem with him, you would know I had a problem with him. I think I'm very transparent when I got a problem with someone. Yeah, you know I mean, and I think I'm willing to take it wherever they want to take it. So I don't have a problem. Anything I say about any of these, man, I'll say it to their face. If I ever see them, I say it to their face. I'm not hard to find. I'll be at Carnival this year again, even though these man, you know what I mean? I'm not hard to find, bro. I ain't looking for no one, but I ain't hard to find. You know what I mean? I'm just living my life and saying what I got to say. If they don't like it, don't watch my content. Yeah, to be fair, I think Moreno has been your best striker. I agree. I agree. And that says a lot about the form of our strikers, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's not been good enough. Northside, top gooners will be saying you moved to Barcelona of fear. Get the F out of here. You moved to Barcelona for a better life. Let them talk, bro. Let them talk. Them man don't even have a passport, bro. You get me? If that's what they're saying, let them talk, bro. You know what I mean? It's all calm. You know what I mean? It's all calm, bro. But it is what it is. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Bro, come on. We'd all take Kvaratskhelia, bro. Kvaratskhelia is the level of player needed to replace Trossard. He's about the only player in our team that can play ball. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? Like, we're not going to get Kvaratskhelia, obviously. Like, do you get me? Like, I would take a look, man. I like Consensao. There's other wingers out there that I like. What's up with me, man? I swear down. Let me have some water, like. I don't know what's going on. Let me stop vaping a little bit. You know what I mean? Let me put this down. But yeah, obviously, yeah, I'll take Kvaratskhelia, but we know we ain't gonna get Kvaratskhelia, bro. There's bare players I'll take that ain't gonna come to my club. You know what I mean? Now I've been watching you since your breakup, North, and I respect you highly. I respect you highly. Anything you said, you stuck to your word and put into action. Come on, bro. Come on, familia, man. You know what I mean? That's what it is, bro. That's what it is. And that's what I'm saying. Like, when people are offering me, I'm like, yo, the old me'd be like, yo, tell me where you want to link up. Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. But the older me's like, why am I putting in jeopardy everything I've worked so hard for over some nobody? Like, why? It's just not smart, is it? You know what I mean? So it's like, that's how I look on it, bro. Like, it's something, you know what I mean? If situation's there, but I ain't gonna go looking for shit. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. These men think they can trick me out of a good position. You can't trick me out of a good position, bro. I know exactly where I'm going. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I ain't gonna go out my way to get myself locked up. Imagine. You know what I mean? Man want me to end up like DT, bro. Am I a DT? Am I a prick? You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Leave that for the idiots, bro. There's a reason why I'm at the trap. You know what I mean? Because I'm not stupid. You get me? I'm not stupid. Before I used to think with, yeah, cool, let's fight. I love fighting. Do you know what I'm saying? But now I'm like, what have I got to prove, man? I'm 33, bro. Yeah, I'm saying I'm 33, bro. Like, what have I got to prove? To who? Do you know what I mean? I got nothing to prove. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones, bro. That's why I found it just yeah, I mean, people stupid, bro. I ain't stupid, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what? Then Northside's locked up. Let's make a clip. Northside's locked up. He got locked up. Oh, you had a fight with Am I stupid, bro? You ain't gonna trick me out of a good position. I'm gonna be at the beach, bro. You know what I'm saying? Having a pina colada. Do you get me? Having a pina colada, bro. You know, you gotta use this. You know what I mean? Difference between a man and a boy. My man, he's a boy. You don't have to think like a man. You know what I'm saying? Think I'm stupid. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, I can't even lie, yeah? Speaking of that, yeah? Out here is crazy. I can't even lie, yeah? I ain't getting into no fights out here because I went past, yeah, I went to go get some Chinese food, yeah? And I'm walking straight past and there's like, bro, they've got like, they do like these like concert things, free concerts, just playing music, whatever, everything's free, yeah? Bro, they got like these squares, yeah, over here in Spain. Anyone that ain't come to Spain or Barcelona, they got these like kind of like, because everything's like, you've got a block and then you got a square. You got a block, then you got like an open square, like where they can do things. I'm going through there, yeah. Police with AK-47s, everything, bro. Every type of gun you can think of. And you know what they do? They've got the vans blocking, so the cars can't pass. They've got the vans blocking each exit point. And there's just every entrance here, there's like 10 police with AK-47. Bro, my man will get arrested just like that. I ain't getting arrested. I live here. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing nothing, bro. I ain't doing no criminal activity. I am a law-abiding citizen. You get what I'm saying? I ain't getting kicked out of here to go back to England. You mad? No way, bro. Out here, they don't play, bro. The police are proper carrying out here, bro. They ain't playing. And this was just like a touristic spot, yeah, where people are just playing things. Bro, they will lock you up real quick, bro. These men are not, and I'm telling you, all their faces are screw face, bro. All of them screw face. I don't even look at them. Do you know what I mean? I just keep walking, bro. I'm just there. Oh yeah, where's the Chinese? Okay, let's keep going. I'm telling you, the police out here ain't like England, bro. These man here ain't playing, bro. They kind of remind me of the police in Portugal. They're not playing, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? They're not on no discussion, nothing, bro. Yeah, I'm saying you're gonna get locked up here like that, bro. Yeah, I mean, out here they're on job. I can't lie. They're rolling heavy, bro. I can't lie to you. Like, you don't really see it like that in England. You don't really see it like that. Like here, like not police carrying AK-47 automatic guns and that. This like Call of Duty. And the thing is, it wasn't even once, but there's like 10 exits, yeah. And they're all by the exits. There's like 50 vans. There's like bare of them there just strapped up. I'm like, yo, no wonder I ain't seen no crime out here, bro. You know what I mean? No wonder I ain't seen no crime out here because they are not playing, bro. They are not playing, bro. I'm telling you that right now. They are not playing out here in Spain. So let my man come over here to Spain with that kind of attitude, yeah. Watch how quickly he'll end up like DT, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy out here. Spanish police that are not on games. You can already tell from I can tell from the get-go they're not on games. They definitely remind me of the Portuguese police, bro. Like, even when I went, like, everywhere where there's, like, bare tourists and everywhere, like, just everywhere in general, even, like, down this main road, yeah? Down this main road, there's bare police, yeah? AK-47. Bro, I was walking, I remember the first day I got here, I'm walking down, I'm just seeing police. I went up to him, asked him a question, the way he looked at me, yeah? And I was just like, yo, I just need to, he goes, oh, over here, it's expensive, go down there. But he was just, like, bare stern. This guy had a massive AK-47, bro. Nah, these men are mad. These men are actually mad, bro. The weapons, the guns that they got out here, like the police carry out here, is mad, bro. Crazy mad. I can't lie to you. You know what I mean? So out here, good luck trying to do any foolishness. I think everyone's on high alert after what happened in Australia. What happened in Australia? I'll be real, I don't even watch the news, bro. I'll be real with you. So I don't know. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? England's crazy, bro. Yeah, well, it just reveals his character, bro. You know what I mean? That's why Spain doesn't have the crime rate that England has, bro. You're gonna, bro, more likely you could end up dying, bro. When the amount of guns I'm, bro, and the way they come out like they're like a gang, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. I can't lie. You know what I mean? Barca got them pickpockets. I remember seeing one running when I went there. I don't know, but none of them have tried to test me, bro. No, I think they know I'm clued up on it. The way I be looking at them, the way I be protecting my shit, bro. I go out with my bag. I got my bag there. I'm good, bro. You know what I mean? And this selfie stick, I can't lie, is heavy, bro. So if I get this selfie stick and I just whack you in the front of your head, bro, you're gonna have a concussion. You know what I'm saying? So, nah. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Barca is the capital. Barca is the European capital of pickpockets. That's mad. That's mad. They keep saying that to me, but I ain't seen anyone get robbed. I'll be real, bro. I'll be real. Yeah, I mean, I'll be real. I ain't seen anyone get robbed, bro. I ain't seen anyone get robbed. I'm not really on the touristic things, bro. I can't lie. Like, more in like more exotic countries, but over here, nah, I'm not really that bothered, bro. I can't really be bothered. I can't lie. I really can't lie. But yeah, man, it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. But yeah, I don't know, man. With these injuries, bro, I'm just getting tired of him. I don't really care about the injuries, bro. This guy needs to get over the line anyway. I don't really care about injuries, bro. Like, at the end of the day, Havertz is out. Cool. Go and use Moreno. You got Gyökeres. I don't know. Sort it out, bro. Yeah, I don't want to hear no excuses. You get what I'm saying? Obviously, Mascara and Gabriel are still out. To be fair, Mascara is not a starter. But yeah, Hincapié and Timber. Well, Hincapié's got to step up. That's what it is. I'd rather play Hincapié central and Timber on the left. Yeah, I'm saying we've got Ben White on the right. Timber on the right. I'd rather Timber on the right, but then you have to play. Then he's gonna play Calafiori. It's just annoying, man. It's just annoying. It's just annoying, man. I'm seeing dominating back until February. We'll see about that. We'll see about that. We still got enough options to survive all these injuries. So I don't really want to hear about no. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what. Oh yeah. Ben White's injured. I forgot. Ben White's injured. He is injured. Ben White's injured. Oh my days! I can't deal with these injuries, bro. It's just jarring, bro. Yeah, you know I mean, that's just jarring. I can't be asked. Premier League injuries. Where's that site that I always use? Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. All right, let's look at the injury list. Let's look at the injury list. Let's look at the injury list. You know what I mean? Just as Ben White come back as well. This manager's a waste man, bro. This manager's actually a waste man. This manager's a waste man, bro. What's this here? All right, we've got the same amount of injuries as Bournemouth. 6. Brentford have got more injuries than Arsenal. Brighton have got the same amount of injuries. Burnley have got 8 injuries. Chelsea got the same amount of injuries as Arsenal. Palace have got the same amount of injuries as Arsenal. Everton have got 1 more. Fulham have got the same amount of injuries as Arsenal. Liverpool got more injuries. Man United have got more injuries. Now, Man United got the same amount of injuries. Newcastle got more injuries. Liverpool got more injuries. Do you know what I mean? Tottenham have got more injuries. Bro, Sunderland have got more injuries and Forest. Do you know what I mean? Even Wolves have got more injuries. I don't want to hear nothing about injuries, bro. There's still a bag of teams that got more injuries than us. So I don't want to hear it. You know what I mean? Going up against Everton as well, we need to fix up, bro. We need to fix up. You know what I mean? Saying that Grealish is going to be assessed. Shrewsbury Hall. We'll see. Ndiaye looks like Ndiaye is gone for Nations League. Yeah, I mean, so we're facing Everton at a good time. They got some players going away for the Nations League. So I'm saying I don't want to hear no excuses. We better beat Everton, bro. They got a weaker squad. Do you know what I'm saying? Some of them are going for the Afcon. Look at this guy. My days. What if Arteta gets sacked and City hires him after Pep leaves next summer? Bro, it's mad. It's mad. Sorry, not the Nations League, the Afcon. I said Nations League. I meant Afcon, not Nations League. What if Arteta gets sacked and City hires him after Pep leaves next summer? Well, they're not going to win anything if they do that. And they're not going to hire him because they're looking at Maresca, bro. So that's the uncomfortable conversation I don't see a lot of these Arsenal fans not talking about because it doesn't fit their narrative that he's the next Pep. So that ain't happening. That ain't happening. They're looking at Maresca. It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, man. Players going for the Afcon, man. It's crazy. But I think Arsenal is more concentrated into starting 11 because who in United starting 11 injured? City, what's this? City have West Ham, so you can basically give them 3 points. Bro, they're getting the 3 points, bro. They're already on the roll again. They're gonna slap up West Ham, bro. That's light work. That's light work. Will you be doing Afcon watchalongs North? What's the actual date of the Afcon? Like, when does it actually start? Where is that? 24th of December. Is it 24th of December this time? When's it actually start? Sunday 7 p.m. What? Not this Sunday. Is it? Oh yeah, it is this Sunday because he's not going to be available for Everton. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going through the list now. Yeah, it does. It starts this Sunday. Morocco, Comoros. Okay. What time? That's 8 p.m. Is there any Prem games on 8 p.m.? Yeah, as long as it doesn't clash with the Prem games, Aston Villa and Man United 5:30. Yeah, as long as it doesn't clash with the as long as it doesn't clash with the Prem games, then I'll do watch along for it. I don't mind. You know what I mean? I could do a watch along for that. Do you get me? Or Egypt, Zimbabwe, Angola, South Africa. South Africa on Monday at 6. Yeah. I'm doing a watch along for the Angola game. 100%. You already know. And then Benfica at 9:45. Maybe do 2 watch alongs that day. We'll see. No, but Monday I'm getting my hair braided, man. And I need to get my hair washed and braided, bro. We'll see. I don't know what time I'm gonna be done. I might not be able to do that first Angola game, man. I might not be able to do a watch along for that. We'll see. Maybe I'll watch it and then I'll do a match reaction to it. We'll see. I'll have to work something around that. I didn't see that Angola's playing on Monday. I didn't see that. We didn't see it. I'll see. I'll get back to you, man, about that. Because I need to get my hair done, bro. I'll get back to you, man, about that. I've already accepted City are going to win the league. It's bad for my health to have faith this team will get over the line. Accepting it will make us less disappointed at the end. I hear it, bro. I get it. I fully get it, bro. Yeah, I mean, what's this? Big up Marie, man. Big up Marie, man. My prima. Big up Marie, man. Big up to Marie every single time. Love to Marie. I'm knackered, bro. I'm absolutely knackered. But yeah, big up to Lee for the raid, man. You know what I mean? Big up to Lee for the raid. I hate international football. I can't lie. Tournaments, but tournaments are special. Yeah, tournaments are cool, man. Tournaments are cool. Big up to everyone that's joined from Lee, man. Big up Lee for the raid, bro. Big up to Lee for the raid. I don't know why I keep coughing, man. Big up to Lee for the raid. Big up to everyone locked in. Arteta exposed again raid. Big up Kwaja, man. Are you still mad at me for the Christmas question? Look at this guy. What's this? You got, bro? Who you on, bro? I believe it's already past midnight over there. Yeah. Come on, bro. Come on. Arsenal are dangerous. Okay, with all these injuries, Arsenal are so dangerous. Yeah, I mean, even without the injuries, bro, let's just be real. It's just an excuse to help this manager avoid accountability, bro. Let's be real, bro. You know what I mean? Let's just be real. Everything's been self-inflicted by this guy anyway. Shouldn't have been running these players into the ground in the first place. You know what I mean? Shouldn't have ran Gabriel and Saliba into the ground, Saka into the ground. All these injuries, bro. They're on the manager. One way or another, they're on the manager, bro. Rushing players back. It is what it is, but we're gonna continue to get injuries. Unless he learns, we're gonna continue to get injuries. Because I don't see him learning, bro. Do you know what I mean? I don't see him changing. This manager's very stubborn, man. Very stubborn. Yeah, I mean, so Havertz being out it's not even about who's out. It's just about the way you're managing these players. Like, if you're going to keep risking players, against Aston Villa and Wolves, then we're not going to go anywhere. Like, by the time, this is the thing, yeah. Look at the way that Saliba's come back. Look at the way that Saliba's come back. He don't look himself. You know what I mean? Look at how drained Declan Rice is. Look at how drained Saka looks at times. Like, this is what it is. Look at Timber's gonna be fatigued. Eze looks like he's not even interested. We're not gonna have anything left for the crunch end of the season. By the way things are going right now, it's not even just about fatigue. It's about there's certain injuries, yeah, ACL injuries that we're seeing, Ben White and stuff like that. It takes time. It takes time for players to get back to their best. Certain injuries, you don't just get back into action. That's one thing I don't think some people are realizing. Like, you don't just get these big injuries and then you think, oh, well, you just bounce back. No, like, the player's still mentally trying to get over the injury, or, you know, their body doesn't feel 100%. They're still trying to get their pace. They're still trying to get up to the rhythm of the game. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, they're not looking the same. Like, when Saka came back from injury, he didn't look the same. When Saliba has come back from injury, doesn't look the same. They look a lot slower, a lot more timid, a lot more. It's not the same, bro. Yeah, I mean, even Ødegaard, not that he's great anyway, but at the end of the day, Ødegaard looks a shadow of himself. Do you know what I mean? Because he's come back from 2 shoulder injuries, bro. It's not just physical, it's mental. And then it takes the time to get some rhythm in your game. You need some rhythm in your game. That's why I was so annoyed that Gyökeres got injured against Burnley, because I felt like that was the game. You know, certain games for players is the game to kick their career off, like at a new club. And I felt like the Burnley game was a very good platform for Gyökeres to kick on. But then he got injured. Then he comes back, and then we revert back to the same old nonsense of not passing him the ball. When we passed him the ball against Burnley and actually got involved in play properly, yeah, I'm saying actually giving him the ball where he wants to receive the ball, he looked a lot more effective. People can say it's Burnley, but they're better than Wolves. And he played better in that game than he played against Wolves. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if Gyökeres can be effective against Burnley, why can't he be effective against Wolves? It doesn't make no sense to me. It's the way we're playing, bro. It's the way that we're playing. We don't consistently try to create things for Gyökeres. And it's so annoying, man. It's so annoying because I just feel like we're just wasting the player. Like, we're not doing anything. But I really feel like with all these injuries, fatigue, not rotating the squad, by the time it's actually time to fight for the major honors, like it's crunch end of the season, you're in the quarterfinals, semi-finals of these competitions, this team is not going to have enough. They're going to be gassed out. They're going to be fatigued. They're going to be injury prone. And they're going to be exhausted from playing week in, week out with barely any rotation. I reckon we're not going to have enough fight at the end of the season. This continues. We're not going to have enough about us. We're not going to, for various reasons, but it's all going to catch up to us all at once because we're getting fatigue, injuries, and then I mean, and then we're getting like players that weren't getting a look in, all of a sudden just playing week in, week out, while the other players in. This ain't gonna last, bro. The way that this manager's managed this squad, he's gonna gas out these players, bro. There's not gonna be anything left. The way that this manager's playing these players, it's not gonna be anything left. Why is Saka playing 90 minutes against Wolves? Why? Didn't he play like 90 minutes against Slavia Prague as well? He did every game 90 minutes, bro. The guy doesn't rotate properly. Why is Declan Rice? I've never seen Declan Rice so tired in my life, bro. I've never seen him so exhausted. Declan Rice right now, when you look at his energy, he looks like a player at the end of a season. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't gonna work, bro. This ain't gonna work. I'm just letting you know now. This ain't gonna work, bro. I'll be real, bro. It's disappointing. It's really disappointing because I genuinely do believe that this team is good enough to win a major honor. And all I wanted was this manager. All I want is this manager to prove me wrong. I'll be real. All I want is this manager to prove me wrong. Like, at the end of the day, I don't like the manager. I don't rate him like that, but just prove me wrong. But he's not gonna do it. He's not gonna do it. Because you can have the best team that you want, bro, but if you don't manage it properly, what does it mean? One of the main things you should have learned from Pep, you haven't learned it. One of the main things you should have learned from Pep, you haven't learned it, bro. And that's squad rotation. Look at the way that Pep rotates Reinders. Look at the way he rotates Cherky. Look at the way he rotates Foden. Look at the way even sometimes he brings in Marmoush. Look at the way he rotates Doku, Savio. Look at that. And look at the way this manager's playing with these players. Wow, you know what I mean? Look at the difference. Look at the difference. Ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous. Probably one of the only players that you can say they're not rotating, and that's because they don't have any other option. Their option's actually injured. Is Nico Williams? Is Nico? Yeah, I'm saying Nico's the only one at City that you could probably say, okay, cool. They even play midfielders at fullback. Yeah, I'm saying, but bro, it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But over here, we've got so many options, yet we choose not to rotate. We choose not to utilize that. Yeah, I mean, it just doesn't make any sense, bro. It don't make any sense. It don't make any sense. He brings in all these players, and you still want some of these guys. Like Saka's come back this season from an injury. We should be very cautious with his minutes, bro. He doesn't need to play 90 minutes against Wolves. Rice does not need to play 90 minutes, bro. What are you going to tell me? Is that down to injuries? Is that down to lack of options? We've got Ethan on the bench. Like, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it, bro. I really don't get it with this manager, bro. I just think he's so scared, bro. He's so scared of not playing his favorites. We already see he doesn't trust the young players. Why did you bring them here then? Why did you promote them to the first team? Why didn't you just loan them out? Do what Chelsea do with their youngsters. Just loan them out. There's no point. If you're not going to trust them, then there's no point of them being here. What is the point? I want to see them play, but you clearly don't want to see them play. So what are they doing here? It's ridiculous, man. Yeah, I mean, you can't deal with Rice injury if it happens. Bro, if Rice gets injured, our season's over. I just want to let everyone know right now. If Rice gets injured, doesn't matter if Saliba and Gabriel's back, our season's over. Because that midfield is going to get completely outrun. It's going to get completely... It's done out here. If anyone think that Ødegaard and Zubimendi are going to be able to hold down that midfield and we're not going to be conceding goals, you're crazy. You're crazy. And don't even get me started in bringing Moreno into that midfield. Because, boy, I saw in pre-season the double pivot of Moreno and Ødegaard. My God. One of the worst double pivots I've seen in my life. Ødegaard and Moreno. If you want to add Zubimendi to that, well, I'll tell you right now, he ain't doing the defensive work. So it's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Arteta is truly a bad manager, bro. He won nothing, bro. This guy, he just gets the praise of someone that's as if he's achieved something. He ain't achieved nothing, bro. You know what I mean? True, Saliba is rushed back, bro. Loads of players are rushed back. We saw Trossard was rushed back. That's why he said that he was a risk. He had limited minutes against Aston Villa. That's because Arteta rushes his players back. If he gets Gabriel before Jan, he will get a worse injury. He is not protecting these man. He's not protecting these players, bro. And if everything I'm saying is wrong, then come out in the press conference and let us know. And yeah, I mean, let us know what we're getting wrong, what we're not understanding, why we're getting the wrong end of the stick. Because at the moment, it just seems like I don't get it. I really don't get it. Arteta is panicking, bro. 200% he is panicking. He is panicking. He's panicking because the pressure is on the season. He ain't going to be getting the grace that he's got before. To be honest, he's very fortunate to get the grace that he's been getting. He's very fortunate. Let's just be honest about it. He's very fortunate. that he's been given so many excuses, bro, to achieve at this club. And every single year, oh, he needs this piece, that piece, this piece, that piece. We're going to get into it because I know Big Steve. I want to get into what Big Steve said because I saw a clip of Big Six and I want to play that. Every player from Arsenal who gets back from injury never be the same, North. I don't think they will, bro. I don't think they will. To be honest, Timber's been one that's actually bounced back really well. Let's be fair to that. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Gokros doesn't miss big chances. It's just we can't find him because he can't create separation with his movement like Jesus or Havertz does. I hear it, bro. Yeah, now Aaron's spitting facts, bro. Aaron's spitting facts, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. But yeah. What's man saying here? Before I'm gonna go for a blem. We're gonna go for a blem and then we're gonna play what Big Steve said. Because I think what Big Steve said hit the nail on the head. As a City fan, I'm crying for players in Arsenal with the rotation. So I'm saying we got options, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy, bro. To be fair, Saka saved us at Wolves. No one else did. But to a degree. But against Wolves, we need Saka to save us against Wolves. That says exactly how bad we're playing, bro. That just proves my point even more. The fact that we don't need Saka we shouldn't need Saka to save us against Wolves, bro. Like, that's wild. Even though it's true, it's wild, bro. Against Wolves. It's mad, bro. Yeah, I mean, Valel Northside, keep it up. Stay real. Come on, familia, man. You already know, man. Big up, bro. Yeah, I mean, yeah, to be fair, yeah. But then again, Saka, if he doesn't cross that ball, we don't get the own goal. So I kind of hear it both ways. Yeah, I mean, I kind of hear it both ways. But hold on, let me get this because I really found this. I just remembered that I saved it. It was what's his name? Big Steve. Big Steve. Right, let me go to playlist. Where is it? Where is it in the playlist? Where is it in the playlist? Oh, I still got the Stricto playlist. I think it's in the Stricto playlist actually. Yeah, it is. Right. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna get into this in a bit. Literally, we're gonna go for a blem, and then we're gonna get into this, bro. Because everything Big Steve says, yeah, I completely agree. And I think it's Tapping Tobes' brother. He took a Tapping Tobes' brother, and everything he says in this clip is facts. You know what I mean? Hold on a sec. Let me know. Let me know. I just really hope that you think of me. You think of me. I'm trying to be right. We're gonna go for a blem and we're gonna get into this. I don't know if all of you lot have seen this, but it was definitely a good clip. It was definitely a good segment anyway of their live stream. So we're definitely gonna be. I've seen that clip. Yeah, we're gonna get into that because everything Big Steve said was facts. Absolute facts. You know what I mean? Big up to Big Steve, man. He was one of my earliest collaborators on my channel, bro, when I first started. I just really hope that you think of me, 'cause I'm trying to be unforgettable. Whoa. Right. Right. Let's go. Let time, baby. It's my lap. You might already know what time it is. We're gonna go for blem, and then we're gonna go for blem because I need a blem, and obviously I'm not smoking. Then we're gonna get in the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. And there's 255 people in here. I'm 100 away from 20k subs, bro. You know what I'm saying? Run the likes, bro. Let's get to 20k, bro. Run the likes. Real talk. You saying, boss? Run the likes, man. Let's get to 20k. So run the likes, hit the subscribe. Let's get to 20k. You know what I mean? Not only the likes. You know what I'm saying? It is ways. It's an automatic door, man. Man said, like, you know what I mean? But hit the like though. Subscribe. We're 100 away. I think it's 100. 100 away from 20k, bro. Man can get me to 20k. We'll do a celebration show tomorrow. I'm getting my flat as well. Come on, bro. Don't be snakes. You know what I mean? Big up to everyone that's locked in. Do you know what I mean? Let's get to 20k, bro. I swear down. That would be a great way to start my new chapter in Barca by getting to 20k, bro. By the time I reach my yard. You know what I mean? I know you man want to see more cooking shows. I know you man want to see all of that. You know what I mean? So yeah, if you lot can do me a favor, I don't need no super chats, nothing like that. Let's just get me to 20k, bro. I swear down. I'll be gassed if we can get to 20k. I ain't really been speaking about it much because I feel like I've been getting 20k for time. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. If man can get me to 20k, I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. 240 people locked in right now. And I want to see the strict door cooking. I'll be making clips tonight. When I finish this live, I'll be making loads of clips so people can see different parts of it. So yeah, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, I was on like 19.7 or something for time. I come out here. Obviously, I haven't been able to work as much as I want to, but without no distraction, all of a sudden, we're almost hitting 20k. That's what I'm saying, man. When you take the distractions out of your life, when you take the people that are not supporting you, things start happening for you. Do you know what I mean? Put the work in. You know what I mean? I've been streaming for time. I want to clip up the Italian guy as well. So there's a couple of clips I need to clip up. I'm going to try and clip up. I need to wake up early tomorrow, so I ain't going to be able to put up too many. I know a lot of people want to be watching the me versus Strict though, so yeah, I'll probably clip that up. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? But big up to everyone that's locked in, man. Big up to everyone that's locked in. And big up to everyone that's locked in. Exclusive, you know what I'm saying? That's with the exclusive, bro. You know what I mean? As with the exclusive, keep smashing the sub button. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, that's a Dame Dash that killed me. Come on, bro. He looks like Dame Dash, bro. He looks like Dame Dash. But yeah, bro. 20k and maybe Arsenal victory as an extra gift too. Oh, bro, that'd be lit, bro. That would be lit. What a start to life in Barca. Like, I feel like it starts from tomorrow. Like, I'm actually got my own place. I'm actually got my flat. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, it's been a journey, guys, but we get there. Do you know what I mean? Over here in this side, we get it done, bro. It's not been easy, but we get it done. Getting a place here in Barca is not for the weak. If you don't have a company contract or if you're not a student, yeah, it's not as easy as I thought it would be. But we got it done. It's not as easy. The landlords here are very old school. They don't understand social media. They don't understand how I get paid. They don't understand what I'm doing. Yeah, they wanted a big deposit, but don't worry, we've got the minerals for that, big man. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry. Bring the duffel bag, boom, on the table. There you go. Give me my keys. You know what I mean? So we'll see. I got an 11-month contract. That's what they do. They do short-term contracts. Obviously, if everything goes good, then I have the option to extend it. You know what I'm saying? I got the option to extend the contract. But I think a lot of the times they know with an 11-month contract, then they're able to, you know what I mean, just run the contract down and then you're done. They don't have to rent you. But then if you're good, then you can extend it. I might look to downsize. I might stay. We'll see. We'll see. At the moment, I just needed a base. I think as well because I've never lived here and I'm not from here. And my work, they kind of looked at me like, this guy's high risk. Apparently, that's how they look at you. They're like, oh, you're high risk. You work on social media. You've never lived here before. There's no rapport. At least when I get this place, then I have some history of like living here and stuff like that. So should all work out from them. So my flat is 1,400 a month. My flat is 1,400 a month. That's including all the bills. That's including the internet, water, electricity, everything. All the bills included is 1,400. There was places that were 1,100. There were places that were like 1,000, but then that didn't include the bills. So with the bills, it probably would have been 200. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how they move out here, man. That's how they move out here. But that's because I'm in the city center as well. Like it's like the equivalent of where I am is like being in central London. Do you know what I mean? It's like being in central London. Thanks, boss. It's like being in central London. So yeah, it's the equivalent of me like living in like Oxford Street or like or living in like, I don't know, King's Cross or something. You know what I mean? So it's not going to be the cheapest. If I went to the outskirts of Barca, I probably could have got a place for like 700, maybe 800. Do you know what I mean? But I wanted to be near the beach. Like I picked this city for a reason because it's got beach. You know what I mean? And it's got the vibe I like. So I was like, but yeah, I think there was a lot of people that didn't want to rent out to me because I do YouTube. Like, not that they know the channel, but they're like, you know what I mean? They're like, yo, this is a little bit risky. Like, we don't really understand like how this stuff works. Like, how do you get paid? How do you do this? How do you do that? Do you get me? So yeah, a lot of them don't really understand. You know what I mean? But if you're going to be in the center of Barca, before I get into this clip, if you're going to be in the center of Barca, everything starts. If you're getting a 1-bedroom apartment, it's probably about £1,000. But then with the bills, it's going to be that. You know what I mean? It's going to be about 1,200. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I'll see. To be right in the center, I don't need to use public transport really, and even if I do, it's really cheap, €20, and I get like 15 trips or something anywhere around the city. And yeah, do you know what I mean? It's kind of, yeah, it's all right, like, do you know what I mean? But when they give you the rent price, they don't tell you the price also of the bills and the internet. Most of these places have got internet, the bills, the internet, and yeah, that's add-ons to that rent price. So the rent price ain't just that. That's not just what you pay for. But I may look at it and say, you know what, after a year, maybe I want to move further out. Do you know what I'm saying? And do something like that. But for now, it's a base. And I'll be right by the beach. And I'll be able to live that beach life that I've never been able to live before. So peace, tranquility, beach, good vibes, nice beer. That's what I'm saying. But the work continues. The work continues. I'm going to be working harder than I've ever worked on this channel before. So as you guys can see lately, you know what I'm saying? But we're going to up it even more. So I told man, when I come here, it's not gonna be no games. We're gonna be working. So yeah, man. We'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. I need to go to the PC shop. I already saw a PC shop. I need to go to a PC shop tomorrow. That would be cool. And there's a couple of things I need to get. But anyway, big up to everyone that's locked in. We're gonna get into this. Yeah, it's kind of like it's freelance work. And the thing is, when YouTube pays you, it comes under Google. It comes under Google. So a lot of them were like, wait, you work for YouTube, but your payments come in as like Google, which happens for everyone. I'm like, yeah, they own it all, and they had to explain it, didn't understand it. Like, it's still quite new to the older generation. A lot of them they don't understand social media like that. So if you do social media, looking to do social media, and you want to move abroad, that is in Europe anyway. That is something that a lot of them are looking at. What? I don't really get what's going on. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. It's kind of one of them things. You know what I mean? They don't really understand it. Yeah, 100%, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, but this is what I'm saying, bro. This is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And my outgoings ain't gonna be crazy because it's only me. So I'm gonna, like, you know, got things like eat at home, don't need to be like out drinking. During the week, I'm just gonna be at home anyway. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna be at home anyway, so you know what I mean? What am I really spending on? You know what I mean? Now you do you know what it is with the savings? Yeah, even though they saw the bag, you know what I'm saying? What they think is like this, because I've got access to that much money, they're like, yo, you could just go to the casino and gamble it away. So they look at it still as high risk because they're like, okay, well, we don't understand how you're getting paid, but then if you got access to all this money, you could just go and just blow it on the casino, and then how are we getting paid? You know what I'm saying? So that's how they look on it. They look at it more steadier, like if you've got a decent amount of savings, but you've got a contract job, a safe job. Do you know what I'm saying? That's how they look on it. So it's one of them ones, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? If you got a company contract, yeah, then way more on giving you a place, or like a uni, like if you're like a foreign student and you're like uni, like a student thing, yeah, much easier. A digital nomad here, it's a lot harder. Obviously not impossible, but it's a lot harder. You know what I mean? A lot harder. You know what I mean? Bro, it's you know what it is, bro? Like, it is what it is, bro. Like, I don't care about these, man, bro. It is a long time in my life I've not cared what people think, bro. I just do and say what I've got to say. I don't care. You know what I mean? It is what it is, man. How much are flights to London, from London to Barca? Right. Well, when I came, maybe I did it really quickly, innit? I did it within like 2-3 days. So my flight was like, and I added an extra large suitcase. That was like €200. But you can find ones that are like maybe 70 or something euros. You know what I mean? They look for steady income, but then they say, yo, social media is not steady in it. Like that's how they look on it. So it's like, and they don't really understand it. So they're like, okay, you don't have a set, it's not like a set wage in it. So they look at it a little bit like, okay. So I had to put down yeah, I'll definitely shout you, bro. I'll definitely shout you 100%. They look on it like, okay, well, there's no set wage, so how do we know we're going to get paid? Do you know what I mean? That's how they kind of look on it. I had to put down like 3 months deposit, which is calm, because then like for 3 months I don't need to think about that. All I need to do is just work. Do you know what I mean? But like they were like, yeah, we want 3 months, and then they were like on the contract, like I can't get out. I have to stay there minimum 6 months. Like they want reassurances in it, and I just said, okay, I'll take the reassurances, because there was a cheaper flat. And then all of a sudden they weren't on it. I don't know why. It was like £1,000. I think with bills would have been 1,200. So it's only actually £200 cheaper. It's not actually that much cheaper once you add all the add-ons. Do you know what I mean? So I just put down the deposit and everything else like that. And I was like, all right, cool, let's go. Do you know what I mean? Because it was really, for where I was looking, unless I was going to spend more. The thing is, I could have found somewhere else here, but then staying here in a hotel every day is costing me money, on top of what I'm going to pay for a deposit and everything else like that for the flat. So really and truly, I'm losing money. So I didn't really want to like long it out, and like the paperwork here, and they're so anal. I had to send the contract back like 15 times. Fucking a nightmare. Can you sign this? Can you sign that? Can you do this? No, don't sign it like that. No, don't edit anything of the contract. No, bro, they're super anal, bro. Super anal with the paperwork here, bro. They love a paperwork here in Spain. They love it, bro. You know what I mean? Get someone to build your PC. Buying pre-built is a rip-off. Do you know what? I'm just gonna use my laptop. Like, I already told you, man, I'm not just gonna throw money away aimlessly. Like, this laptop still works completely fine. So I'm just gonna run this laptop down until I need a new one. And when I need a new one, just go buy a new one. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think it really makes sense for me to go and do that. What I'm getting though is my PS5, and I'm gonna get my 2 other monitors. And I want to get my 2 other monitors. So when I go to the PC shop, I'm gonna tell them like, this is exactly what I need, and I need a decent setup. I don't need the most expensive of the most expensive. I don't need all of that, but I need a decent setup. Do you know what I mean? What's this? Well, it's great for you. You get to comment on your love of Arsenal. You deserve it. I've seen your graft, and you'll do more. Love the watch along with Deji and expressions creased. Bro, big up, man. Facts, go for laptops, bruv, until you're ready for PC and shit. Yeah, this is the thing, man. I'm just gonna chill on that for now. Geez, yes, North. What games do you think you'll be playing? Bro, I actually ain't even seen how far it's from the North Camp, because I ain't even had time to go to the North Camp or any of that. Do you know what I mean? Once now that I'm settled, I'll be like, all right, cool. Listen, man, I'm going to buy a ticket to go to this game. I don't know if I should risk doing a live stream or should I do like a pre-record of me going to the game. I'm not too sure. I don't know if they got signal. I'm going to check if they got signal, good signal at the North Camp, because then I could just go to the game and then just live stream it while I'm at the game. Do you know what I mean? But maybe I should just record it and then get someone to edit it. Maybe I should do that. I don't know. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I need to see how I'll do that if I go to a game, how I'm going to do that. Should I live stream the game? Or should I... Yeah, I mean, like, obviously I can't record the actual game when I'm there. Do you know what I mean? Because I get done for copyright, but I can still comment when I'm watching the game and stuff. Yeah, I need to see how I'm going to do that. But if I do a video, then I can get the most important bits. And do you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. I don't know. You know what I mean? I said, nah, match vlog. Yeah, I guess I could do a match vlog. Get there way before kickoff. Go to the bars, go to the pubs. You know what I mean? And then maybe do a fan cam after that. You know what I mean? After the game. Maybe do a fan cam. Yeah, maybe I should do it like that. Maybe. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe do an IRL, then do a video. I mean, maybe then do an IRL, do a match vlog, and then do a match reaction. Maybe I do that. You know what I mean? Yeah, bro. I haven't played Call of Duty in time, bro. I ain't doing Call of Duty in time. But yeah, I agree. Yes, sir. Match vlog. No, yeah. Do an IRL match vlog and then maybe a match reaction or something. Yeah, maybe I'll do it like that. Yeah, that should be calm. That should be calm. But yeah, man, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It'll definitely be a great experience. I can't lie. I have obviously been to the stadium before they've like fixed it up and everything. I went there twice. I saw Messi twice. So yeah, that was sick. At least I can say I've seen Messi, bro. Yeah, I mean, I was thinking of that. I need to find their bars though that the fans go to. I need to find the bars. But I don't know. I might need to be careful though, because obviously the commentary is going to be on, and I don't want to be done for copyright. Do you know what I mean? With the commentary, because it's going to be like, you know what I mean? So yeah, I need to check that one. But I'll do my research. I'll do my research and see where I can find the Barca fans, like, you know, when they're playing away. Definitely. But yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's get this Steve clip. Right. There we go.
There's any excuses for it now? Like you say, it's year 6 of the rebuild. Every year there's always a missing piece of the jigsaw. Every player that they asked for in the summer they got, every single one. They added Eze, they've got, you look at the squad, if they lose a player, they've got somebody to come in and replace him who's decent. And the performance against Wolves wasn't good enough. And at the end of the day, they got the 3 points, that's fine. But the low block seems to be a problem for them. And if teams can go there and start doing that, it's going to be the draws that cost them again. You're going to be the draws. And it's all right saying...
Have we not been saying that? Big up to Big Steve. Have we not been saying that? That's exactly what we've been saying. That's exactly what we've been saying, bro. We've been saying that the draws. We've been saying about this team when they come up against low blocks and teams that press high in the midfield that are direct. You know what I'm saying? We've been saying that, bro. The man don't listen. It's crazy. Big Steve dropping the facts once again.
We've got to give Gyökeres time. You're in a title race. You don't get time. Because if you draw that game, everything's on him saying, why has he not scored them goals? Everyone was saying he's going to get hat-trick and 2 and 3 against Wolves. He's got to deliver. Erling Haaland came into the league, was not given time. You know what I mean? You have to hit the ground running, and he won the league. This guy was the goal-scoring machine. He was rated this, he was rated that. The only person on this panel that told you that what about his style of play was me. And I told you exactly what he's done. And nobody in that chat can say that I didn't say that. And I told you how he would play and how he's going to do it. They've got to adapt to him. I get that. But there was no way he was just going to come in the Premier League and start. He was never that guy.
I agree. Especially, yeah, he's right. When you're in a title race, you can't just come, you can't just be given it time. He has to hit the ground running. That is the truth, because unfortunately he's joined this team when we're 6 years down the line and we need to get over the line. So I completely get what he's saying, bro. I completely get what he's saying. The time is now. He has to hit the ground running. But once again, we are not making it easy for him at all. If anything, we're working, the system is working against him. So I completely agree with what Big Steve is saying. And, at the end of the day, we do have rotation. We do have players that we can play there, whether they're, at top level, but we've got rotation in every position. So it can't be every season, oh, we need this piece, we need this piece, we need this, oh, we need this, we need that. Nah, this guy's had enough time. So I completely agree with Big Steve, bro.
But he's spending a lot of time wrestling with centre-backs. The Wolves centre-halves loved playing against him at weekend. They loved it because he wasn't hard to play against. They were pushing him off the ball. They were keeping him away from the goal. And Arsenal, you've got to give them credit. I always say you have them games in a title run where your team's off and you think, right, okay, we're off today. But the problem is they've been off the last 3 or 4 games, if you think about it.
Thank you. We've been off against flipping Fulham, and West Ham was off the pace, off the races, against Sunderland, against Aston Villa, against Wolves. Like, come on, how many more games are we not going to be up for it? And we're going to waste 45 minutes, or we're going to waste the second half. Like, you can't win a league title or major honours playing like that. Yeah, I'm saying it's ridiculous, bro. It's absolutely ridiculous. Let's continue.
You know what I mean? They've been off the last 3 or 4 games, so there's a little pattern emerging here. And Manchester City are right on the necks now, in the position where they did not want that to happen. They've got Manchester City PTSD. They know what can happen. Are we the same Man City team? No. Have we got momentum at the minute? Yeah. Are we looking all right? Yeah. But Arsenal, there's always something. Oh, we need to get. They were going on. We need to get Jesus and Ødegaard and thingy back. These were players they didn't rate last season. We don't want them players. We don't want them. Now all of a sudden the season depends on them. Now the
facts upon facts upon facts. Season depending on 2 players we didn't even want here anymore. And this is the thing when people say, "Our rivals, our rivals." No, there's a lot of truth in what the rivals say. He's right. How can we now be saved because of Havertz and Jesus, 2 players that we wanted better than. We got better than, but now all of a sudden we want to go back to the 2 players that got us nothing. Havertz and Jesus. Steve is spitting nothing but facts, bro. And only the fans in this fan base that just don't want to hear reasonable, productive criticism are the ones that are going to be like, oh, he's hating, oh, well, he's Man City, he doesn't care, oh, he just wants to clown us, oh, everyone's just hating on us. Nah, it's facts what he's saying. How can our season depend on Jesus and Havertz? Like, it's crazy, bro. A Jesus that doesn't score enough goals, that openly said he doesn't score goals. Havertz that goes missing in all the big games. We lauded this fan base lauded him up against 1 goal in the Champions League. When's he ever turned up for us like that? When's he ever got us even into a final? But we're lauding him up for what he done for a past club that he's not replicating at this club. A player that we don't even know what his best position is. We don't even know what kind of player he is. He's just a bit of everything. It's like a flipping. It's like a Brazilian radizio. A little bit chicken, little bit wings, little bit lamb, little bit, you know what I mean? A bit kebab. Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just ridiculous. People are saying Jesus the injury prone, now he's the savior. Everything he's saying is true. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy. But we're going to praise Jesus because he almost scored a goal, but it was an own goal by the Wolves defender. But we're going to make it seem like it was Jesus. And it just doesn't make sense, man.
Thinking, oh, well, when Havertz comes back, they were slagging him to death last season, Havertz. So it's a very confused bunch over there. You know my relationship with them. They're very, very confused. Not you, Tossing, because I always find that you are quite a level-headed guy, unlike your brother. But, but you know, there's 1 or 2 Arsenal fans out there that get it. But there were certain men on certain channels that certain people on this show frequent that had cigars in their mouths and crowns on their head fucking 3 or 4 weeks ago, talking about the best team in the world, the best team in Europe and things like that. So this is what sort of irks me a little bit with it all, because when it all falls flat on the face, it'll be, oh, well, it wasn't our fault and it was Sfingy's fault. And it's like, no, you fans hype it. You hype it up to death. They hype it and hype it and hype it and hype it and hype it, but there's no end product. I hype it, but I'm sliding around on the Etihad pitch at the end of the season with grass stains on my knees. Having the time of my life. So I'm entitled to hype it, but I've said it before.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Absolute facts what you just said. They did have cigars. They could have crowns on their heads. Oh, October champions. They did say, oh, but it's done. League's in the bag. League's ours. Everything's done. It's wrapped up. It's crazy. It's crazy. The only fan base that hype it up like this. Even Liverpool fans always play down. Even seasons they've won the league, they play it down. Man City fans, they play it down. They play it down. But when it's Arsenal fans, we've already won it in October. October champions. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. Then their excuses is, but what could we do? After saying there's no competition, nothing, we're the best, we got the best squad in Europe, then it's, well, we got injuries. Best believe that's going to be the excuse. It's crazy, bro.
Before, go and win that league, man. There's no excuses this season. If Arsenal don't win this league this season, I don't think they ever will.
We're going to win it. Don't worry about it. We're going to win.
I don't think they ever will. Because
do you think their arse is going to fall out, as you would say?
Yes, I do. I think their arse is going to fall out. If Manchester City can get level on them or even get in front again.
He's absolutely right. Arsenal is a mental game. The mentality is off. On top of the lack of rotation and the tactics being stale.
Because
I think Steve is bang on. He's seen this before. The mentality's not right. And Tossin's there, he's scratching his head. He looks stressed, bro, because he knows, bro, like this manager's not what these men have painted him out to be. I don't fully know Tossin's views. I ain't heard his opinion like that. But he's scratching his head, and he's scratching his head. It's like, yo, this is make or break, bro. Ain't no one gonna bail this manager out no more.
On them, or even get in front again, it's showtime, because you know what we bring to the table, and we'll be bouncing. We'll be bouncing it down the road and putting it. I hope we're stale, same points, and we have a shootout at the Etihad. Because if you come to the Etihad, we'll absolutely fucking murder you there. And I tell you, we'll take it from you there. We'll pull your pants down, we'll tickle your bollock, and we'll send you straight back to London. Yeah, we fuck all, like we do every other season we come up against you in a head-to-head. You know what I mean? You go back and you tell everybody,
last season when you needed,
should have done this. What did you win last season?
Last minute equalizer.
Fuck all. What did you win last season? Fuck all again. But you beat Real Madrid. But we beat Real Madrid. But are we going on about it? No. Have we got DVDs out? No. Have we got merch out? No. We don't give a fuck. We talk about trophies in Manchester. Trophies, Champions Leagues, trebles, 4 in a row. Anything you want to talk about, we deal with it. But all I'm saying is, you're our little brothers, yeah? You know that. We pat you on the head. We send you away. So make sure we're not near you.
Out of curiosity, what's been the recent head-to-head with Arsenal and
City? But this is what I'm saying. You're focusing on the head-to-head. Look at our head-to-head with Liverpool. And
but you just said that we're going to come to your ground and you're going to take our trousers down. You're going to do all of these things.
We will do in a head-to-head match.
When's the last time you've done that in the league?
Right. Yeah. But okay then. So for the last 3 years.
When is it?
Hold on a minute. For the last 2 or 3 years, you've done okay. For the last 10 years before that, if you want to go back 10 years, yeah, we murdered you.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But the difference is, right, you can talk about beating us at the Emirates. You can talk about getting a draw at the Etihad. But we're talking about the title, something you've not won for 20 years. How old was you last time Arsenal won the league?
This would be doing what? Dang.
You can't even remember he was that old. Right?
That's crazy. Dang. Man did Kevin Hart. Damn.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, so you could talk about these little battles that you win. This is an Arsenal thing. We beat Real Madrid, but won fuck all. We beat Man City 5-1 and won fuck all. We got to a semi-final of this and won fuck all. The thing is with us, you can beat us every time. You can beat us twice a year for me, because at the end of the season, the only ones lifting the trophy will be us. So I'll take that.
Facts. And there you go, bro. And there you go. Like, Tosin can't say nothing to that. And this is the reality, bro. Like, Arsenal fans are more interested in little battles. Oh, we beat Newcastle this season. Oh, we beat Atletico Madrid this season. No, we beat Real Madrid last season. Oh, look at the way we smashed up Tottenham. While all these wins are good, at the end of the day, if it doesn't accumulate into winning a major honor, who really cares? It doesn't mean anything. These are little battles, while the rivals are focused on winning the war, winning the league, winning the Champions League, winning in Europe. And that's the reality. Arsenal fans are so focused in general, so focused, hyper-focused on winning these little battles that don't mean anything, bro. That ultimately don't mean anything. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that we beat Real Madrid. I love the fact that we beat Atletico. I like the fact that we beat Bayern. You know what I mean? I like the fact that we beat Spurs. But at the end of the day, I keep it grounded, because ultimately, can I trust this club to get over the line? No. So then when I look back in the season and I say, oh, well, we beat that team. Who cares? Who cares? Because it didn't mean anything. Because we didn't win anything. It's absolute facts from Steve, bro. Absolute facts from Steve. And it's completely good logic, but they'll Steve's hating. Steve he hates the Arsenal illness is a Arsenal hates the illness. They just love to talk bad about Arteta. They can't stand it. Arteta's the next Pep. All this type of it's nonsense, bro. Yeah, I'm saying it's crazy, bro. Exactly. Eye on the prize. These men are just eyeing up these little battles, bro. They don't really mean anything.
Yeah. So I hear what you're saying, but I still think Arsenal win this league. I still think we do. All of these things.
Would you be saying that if it was 1-1 at full time?
Sorry?
Would you be saying that if it was 1-1, you don't get that late goal?
I would. I honestly would. I think we're winning it this year. I've seen.
And I like that from you. I like you to back that, because I know you genuinely mean that.
Because people are talking about, our performances the past, Villa, our performances the past couple games, they haven't been great, right? But look at what it's taken to us to get to these performances. Our defense has been completely decimated. This is why I don't think, with all respect, you've got to respect City, right? They've won the titles, they've got the experience. I don't dispute that.
Nuevos adornos y tazas de los Minions.
Everyone keeps talking about all these injuries. Bro, it's not, you don't win a trophy for managing these injuries. Everybody's got to manage the injuries. I already put up the list of how many injuries everybody else has got, and there's loads of clubs that got more injuries than us.
I don't dispute that at all. But that being said, I'm just looking at the two teams this season. I look at Man City. Teams can get at City. This is a near full strength City. Your defense is still creaky. What I would say, our defense has been playing a bit like yours, but look at what it's taken for it to get that way. We've lost our two defensive leaders for how many games? We've had to reshuffle this back four. We've got 3 centre backs. I mean, Saliba just came back from injury. Ben White just got injured. Look at what it's taken, and despite that, we're still getting results. So respectfully, I still think Arsenal win this league. You're gonna have moments like this.
And respectfully.
But bro, it's not just about getting results. It's about the manner and how you get results. When you're getting a result, but you're getting opened up and Wolves are looking like the better team, attacking us, running through our midfield, cutting through our defense, it doesn't look convincing. When we're not able to beat and we're getting a point against Chelsea, but they look like the team that were poised to win that game, it's not convincing. When you're getting slapped up against Aston Villa, it's obviously not convincing. When you're sitting back tactically and allowing Sunderland to get back into a game because you're sitting back, bringing in an extra centre-back and thinking that you can stink out a 2-1 win and then you drop points, it's not convincing. These things are not convincing. This is what they're not understanding. This fan base see it too late, yeah, because they don't realise that they don't see the bigger picture. It's not always about the result. It's about the manner of the result. And when the manner of the result, yeah, you're going to get a game here or there where, you know, you didn't play well, but you got over the line. But when it continuously happens, it is a problem. We've been calling it back since Fulham and West Ham. Flipping called it the first game of the season when we didn't look convincing against Man United. Then we went up against City and Liverpool. We looked dead against them lot. So it's not just about the fact that we're getting results. We're getting results, but these results, a lot of them are relying on luck. Not great performances, not performances that you go, well, it's just a bit unlucky today. And that you can't ride that kind of luck for a long time and think that's going to be consistent. You can't ride that luck forever. And that's the problem that I don't feel like fans like tossing from what he's saying there anyway, because I've not heard much of his opinion. From what he's saying there, I feel like he's not understanding that. It's the manner of wins, and when you're not performing well on a consistent basis, but you're getting that is luck, and that will run out. Eventually, it'll catch up to you, and it caught up to us against Aston Villa. There will be more performances like Aston Villa if we do not correct what we need to correct, and that's the reality, bro. And that's the reality. Do you know what I mean? I'm saying it's not even, everyone keeps saying the 2 on goals. Yes, the 2 on goals, but it's just the overall manner of the way we played, bro. Regardless of that, like that was just insult to injury. But it's just like we've been playing poor, and this is what I'm saying. People are like, yeah, but we got the win. It's short-sighted, and this is why these men will be disappointed at the end of the season.
We've got 2 midfielders playing at fullback, yeah, and we've not got the Ballon d'Or winner, Rodri, who's about to come back. So if we all want to start playing around with what we haven't got, then we'll see. But at the minute, we're looking quite good, and we haven't got them.
Not really. I don't think you look good. I think you look basic. You shouldn't have won against Crystal Palace. You shouldn't have won against Leeds, and you shouldn't have won against Fulham. But guess what? You got the result. That's what winners do.
I went to every single one of them games and we should have won. Just don't let the goals fall. We were 5-1 up against Fulham, 5-1 up, coasting. We took the foot off the gas and conceded. At Leeds, we were 2-0 up and we took the foot off the gas, went to 2 and we won. And at Palace, they had a good first half, and the second half, we battered them. You know?
No. But if
and
Palace
there was one Jeremy Doku squaring the ball to Haaland away from beating you 2-0 at your place. So you got a bit lucky in that game. You know what I mean?
No, I don't think it was lucky. I think it was just a moment of quality from Eze and Martinelli. I think you guys came and you did what Wolves did. You sat back. If we're the team that you're going to take our trousers down, you're going to do all these things. Why did you have to come to our ground, do what Wolves were doing, and put like 8 men behind the ball? And even that,
because we went and got a point. We got our noses in front and we got a point. We was 1 minute away from losing the game.
Yeah, but
I think you were lucky there.
I don't think we were lucky. We didn't lose the game. I think, and this is what gives me confidence this season. If you look at Arsenal, The only team that can stop Arsenal is City. Respectfully, I'm not scared of City. The only team that can stop Arsenal winning this title is Arsenal. We've got the best squad, whether you like it or not. We're the most geared team ready to do this. All the things we're seeing now is just small kinks that we need to work out.
How can you have the best squad when there's no winners within this squad? There's no Prem winners. Do you know what I'm saying? There's no one that's got over the line like that. How can you? And this is the thing, man said the only one that can stop Arsenal is Arsenal. I agree with that statement, yeah, but at the same time, the only one that can stop Arsenal is Arteta. He's the one that stopped us the last 3 years winning a league title. He's the one that bottled it 22-23. He's the manager that had no answers against Bayern a couple of years ago. And he's the manager that had no answers against PSG last season. He's the manager that at the crunch end of the season bottled it 8 points clear. He's the manager that doesn't know how to get over the line. So man said we need to iron out the kinks, but this manager doesn't iron out the kinks. He will still play Skedy left back. He'll still play Moreno in the midfield at times. He'll still play Martinelli on the left. He still struggles to get Gyökeres involved in the game. He still wants to shoehorn Ødegaard and play Eze left wing. Like, he still does these things. He'll still play Saka into the ground. He still won't play players that are in form unless they're his favourites. Madueke, good performance against Club Brugge, doesn't start against Wolves. He's going to continue to do this because he doesn't change. He's still risking players, Saliba, Gabriel, Trossard, Saka, running Ødegaard back into the ground as soon as he's available. Let's chuck him back in, not utilising the young players, having a stale system, playing it defensive all the time, trying to nick a little 2-1 and sit back for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, not getting this team to not turn up for 45 minutes of the first half or the second half. He continues to make these mistakes and you're sitting there saying, we just need to iron up. He's not going to do that. He's shown in 6 years. If he's ever going to change anything about the squad, he does it when the season's done. Out of all competitions, there's no chance of winning anything. That's when he'll think about changing it. He's not a proactive manager. He's a reactive manager that reacts too late. So this is why I don't understand, like, man, to sit there and say, we just need to iron out the kinks as if this manager's going to change it. He doesn't. He's shown it time again. He doesn't want to change. He's not adapting the system. Look at how defensive he got when we was playing 3DMs against Liverpool and City. The guy was getting defensive, getting called out about that tactic, and it was wrong. And he was still trying to be wrong and strong. Arteta is a wrong and strong type of man. He don't want to change. He don't want to change. Where you see, if you're bro, there's signs that you can tell of a manager to see their mentality. Where was the winning mentality against Sunderland? Sunderland. I don't care how well they're doing. It is Sunderland. Sunderland, no winning mentality. Chelsea, no winning mentality. Villa, capitulation. Wolves, no winning mentality. He don't show that grit, that winning mentality. Bro, we're here for the 3 points. Don't care. It's come on, man. Man are going on like this guy's changed, but this guy ain't changed, man. He ain't gonna change, bro. He ain't gonna change. So you can talk about ironing out the kinks and everything else like that, but he's not a manager to do that, bro. He's not that way inclined. Let's continue.
Not gonna do the whole I'm waiting for Havertz. No, I'm not doing that. I just want the team to get better in their attacking rhythm and attacking dynamic. And when that happens, don't worry about us, brother. We'll be there. Come.
If he was better than us, you should be tucking us away nicely at home.
The night is ours.
I tried to use the other browser, yeah, but without my second screen, it wasn't allowing me to. It was annoying. I prefer the other browser. Obviously, don't get all of this. Anyway, is what it is.
Yeah, we should be, but we didn't. Arteta got it wrong. There's how many games have we done? How many times this season Arsenal have wasted halves because of Arteta's overthinking and his approach? And this is the problem. This is why I say Arsenal are the only team that can stop Arsenal, right? When we played against Liverpool, we were too conservative. When we played against City, we were too conservative because we were afraid of the transition threat. But then when we go to Aston Villa, we play way too open against the team that's gonna that feast on opportunities to play on the transition. So I think this is the manager fundamentally getting our approaches wrong in these matches. So the team can only learn from that as the season goes on. And despite all of that, we're still top of the league. We're still getting results.
He's had 6 years to learn all this. He's had 6 years. He's had more time than any manager to go and win that league. Yeah,
I don't dispute that.
Short. If you lose that league this season, that's 4 seconds in a row. It's never been done. You know, I get slated on here for talking about 4 titles in a row. I'll tell you, some of them been talking about 4 seconds in a row for a long time.
I don't dispute that. I'm
4 seconds in a row. Wait, I can't lie. Steve is cooking it, but he's cooking him calmly as well.
I'm not Arteta's biggest fan. For me, he has to win this. If he has to win the title this season to prove he's the guy to take. I personally don't think he's the guy to take the club forward. I think that you can be the guy that can take the club to second and do all of these things, but are you the person that's going to get us over the line? I don't think Arteta's that guy, which is why I've always maintained, bro, you've got to win this league. No more, believing in you before I see it. Nah, seeing is believing now. You need to deliver this league title for me to think you are the guy. And let's not get it twisted. We all know this squad. We all know the Arsenal squad. We all know the player ages. We all know the team relationship, the team chemistry. If we win the title, this is a team that's most likely going to win it again and then win it again. We're primed to do that. We're only going to get better. So, boy.
You think Man City ain't getting better?
This team is only going to get better. These men keep saying that, but there comes a time, I'm not going to debate that the team hasn't got better. The team has got better more because of the recruitment getting better than players actually developing. Let's be real. Has Trossard developed under this manager? No. Has Martinelli developed under this manager? No. Has Saka developed under this manager? No. Has Ødegaard developed under this manager? No. Did Zinchenko develop under this manager? No. Did Trusty develop under this manager? No. Does Kivior develop under this manager? No. So, really and truly, this evolving and developing under this manager, no. Our recruitment got better. We recruited Timber instead of recruiting a bum like Zinchenko. We recruited Eze instead of having an overpaid ballerina flipping Jennifer Aniston from flipping Charlie's Angels in Ødegaard, bro. That's what got better, bro. We got Gyökeres that can actually score goals instead of getting Havertz and Jesus that barely score any goals between them. The recruitment got better. But has this manager really developed anyone? You keep saying about this team. This team ain't developing. Our recruitment's getting, but Berta's come in and actually got players over the line. Zubamendi's one that I'm like, because Partey's better than him. It's just the truth. Partey's better than him. I don't care what anyone tells me. Partey's better than him, bro. I've seen enough. He's better than him. But at the same time, our recruitment got better. We're not developing players any better. This manager can't even develop. Bro, he ain't developing Ethan. He ain't developing Dalman. These managers playing on raw ability. So I don't know where he thinks this development's gonna come from, bro. We're just scouting better, and even though we're scouting better, is the manager changing? Because we got the striker that we wanted. Is anything really changing? We're still looking poor. We've got the striker that we wanted. Is it looking better? Because he's got the personnel now. Arteta's showing you can give him the personnel that you want. He ain't getting over the line. He's got the striker that he wants. He ain't getting over the line. He went and got the wingers that he wants. He still ain't getting over the line. He went and got the number 10 that he wants. He ain't getting over the line. He went and got the defensive additions that he wants. He's still not getting over the line. Went and got the goalkeeper he wants. Ain't getting over the line. He's showing that he's not able to get over the line, bro. Yet he's getting bought the players that he wants. Come on, man. Yeah, cool. 2 players I'll give him. Rice and Gabriel. 2 players. 2 players. This guy's bought 2 squad worth of players, bro, to this club. And only 2. And both of them miraculously are defensive players. How do we play? Defensive. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. Name me an attacker that he's developed, bro. None of them are any better than what they were in their previous club. Havertz ain't any better here than he was at his previous club at Chelsea. Jesus ain't any better here than he was at Man City. This guy, bro. This Arteta guy, bro. He's a fraud.
I never said they won't get better, but will they be better than this Arsenal team after winning the title?
Well, I'll be honest with you. I look at your team now, and I think you've got a good side, but there's nothing special in that team that stands out to me. I don't look at that Arsenal team and think, wow, they're amazing.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You don't need to do that. The only thing missing from this Arsenal team is just that know-how. You guys have that. That's the only advantage I give Man City. You have the
Not just the not just the know-how, a better manager as well, bro. A better manager as well. And players that have won on a consistent basis. Do you know what I mean? But they got a better manager. And that is a massive advantage. That experience of being champions, players and the manager, is a huge advantage. Do you know what I mean? A huge advantage that we don't have. Because we've got the inferior manager and we've got players that ain't won. So it's mad.
Your team ain't playing great.
You know yourself that your players, some of your players will be in that dressing room looking at that table and thinking that Man City team's a little bit too close, man. We know what happened last time. You know that.
Probably, but it is what it is. That's we haven't won it yet, so we're gonna think that way. That's what I'm saying.
Flipping advert, man, annoying. Make sure you're subbing to the channel, man. Why are we 100 away from 20k, man? Let's get to the 20k. Come on, smash the likes and sub.
Things will change. That's the only advantage I give Man City, that you've got this Arsenal team. If they had the bottle, if they had the nerve that comes from being in these situations and winning it, it's a completely different story. That's the only thing that's cost. Let's be honest. City have not been a better City. Yes, you won the title. You've not been a better team than Arsenal. You've not been a better team than Arsenal the past 4 seasons. The only thing that's gotten us, the only thing that's cost us is we bottled it. We bottled it in 22-23. We bottled it in 23-24. That's it. If we had
you're not giving City any credit for winning them leagues because it was all down to you bottling.
No. So good on City for winning it, but let's be honest, in the league,
we didn't have to come from behind and come to the Emirates and win and go and win and 10 games on the bounce and win. So that's easy, is it? It's down to you bottling it.
I never said it's easy. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm just saying, let's be honest. If we're looking at team performances, the past couple of seasons, City have not been better than us.
In my eyes, that does not make you better than us, because if you was better than us, you wouldn't have bottled it and you'd have won the league. So we're miles better than you. We had the bollocks to go and see it through.
You haven't been better.
All right, that's facts. That's facts. Steve ain't having it, bro. Steve's killing them, bro. Steve's killing them. I can't even lie. I kind of feel bad for Tolson. I can't even lie. Yeah, Steve's killing them. I can't lie.
Better than us. No, and so that's the thing. You can be better. You can play better performance-wise, but it means nothing if you don't. It means nothing if you don't win titles, which is where you give credit to City. But 23-24 season, are we really going to say Man City were, as a team, played better than Arsenal? You did not. 22-23 season, you did not play better than us. You absolutely.
They did what was required to win the league. It doesn't matter if you like their style of football or not. You can't fluke your way to a league title, bro. I just don't get it.
Absolutely did it. We all know that. We bottled it.
Up until February, I agree with you. You played the best football in the country. However, I don't believe there's ever a league campaign where the team that wins it doesn't deserve to win it, or the team that came second.
No one's remembering it. Nobody's going to look through the history books and say, because Arsenal should have won it because they played better than City till February. No one cares. You have to show the consistency, and you have to show the mental strength and capacity to get the job done. If you don't do that, you cannot be the better team. It's not possible. And in 2023, we won the treble, and we won 5 trophies that season. We won the treble and the Super Cup and the World Club Cup.
Okay. This is the only fan base here that always dismiss other teams' success, but then cry how they're always unfairly judged. If Arsenal were to win the league, let's say we win the league set piece FC, they cry about, but why are people getting on to us about set pieces? Set pieces are part of the game. If we win the league with set pieces, and anyone plays down Arsenal, they will all start crying. But then when Man City win a league title, Liverpool win a league title, but you weren't better than Arsenal. But you didn't play better than us. Always discrediting the achievements of our rivals, but then overstating and overgassing our seasons where we win nothing. I don't get it, man. I really don't get it. Like, I really feel like this fan base always need to be overpraised for the bare minimum, but then when the rivals achieve, but if we win the Prem, we want the respect that comes with it. If we win the Champions League, we want the respect that comes with it. But then this fan base always minimizing the rivals' achievements. Listen, I get it. It's annoying seeing the rivals win major honors, but you have to give them their justice. You have to give them the respect, bro. You have to give them respect. Whether you think, okay, I liked more the way another team played or the way Arsenal, but ultimately we didn't do enough to get over the line. And that's the main objective. It's not about how sexy you think the football is or if the football was sexier than the other team's football, whatever. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They did what they needed to do to get over the line, whether you like the way they did it or not. You have to respect the achievement. Who cares, bro? I've seen Wenger, bro. I've seen Wenger, the last version of Wenger. Wenger still playing really good football. We won nothing. Who cares? That was our banter era. Nobody cared how good the football looked. It wasn't reaping any rewards, any silverware, any trophies. That's what it's about. Not brownie points for we played better than you. It's irrelevant when you got nothing to show at the end of the season. That's ultimately what it comes down to. I don't understand why Arsenal fans always hold on to these little straws, like these little, like, yeah, but we was able to. Nobody cares, bro. Nobody genuinely cares. It doesn't mean anything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, until January we played better than you. The league doesn't finish in January. The league does not finish in January. Do you know what I'm saying? I just feel like this fan base love to fight battles that they don't see the bigger picture, and that's where we get caught out. Because then it's like, yeah, but we play better than you in February. Okay, but did you win it? Yeah, but we play better than you, though. But did you win it? No, but we play better than you. But nobody cares because you don't get an award for that. So just look, we bottled it. Man City were the better team. They caught up. They kept their nerve. They waited for us to bottle. They made sure they kept winning their games and doing what they need to do. And as soon as they caught up with us, they went on to win it. Because they're champions, bro. They got champions mentality. We don't have champions mentality. We don't. You know what I mean? We got the mentality of always complaining, always the victim. Victim FC. This fan base has a real problem. I'm not saying this specifically to Tolson, but this fan base, Arsenal fan base, have a victim mentality, bro. A victim mentality. They're always the ones that are hard done by. Always. And this is why this phone doesn't. This is why this club doesn't progress, bro. I'll be real.
So we must be doing something right.
Before I bring in Grizz, right, because he's a big Arsenal supporter when it comes to this title race, so I'm going to ask him what he thinks about that. But Tosin, I want to ask you if he. Simple question, as always. If he doesn't win that league, right, because you're saying obviously it's make or break for him, and I'm guessing that Champions League is the only thing that could bail him out for you. Otherwise, you'd have to change manager to go and try and win it next year. Is that how you see it?
Yeah, I think so. He's got to win. He's got to deliver. He's got to deliver the Premier League this season. That at the bare minimum. If not, I don't think the club will get rid of him. But I think he should be sacked.
What's going? Facts. The hell is this? I don't even know this. Don't even know who this is. But yeah. Well, at least he's Tosin makes some, he does say some truths. He does say some truths. He does say some truths, and at the end he was right. The manager's got to win or he's got to go. But at the same time, just relax. Just relax. You know what I mean? Just relax. We don't need to be victims all the time. We don't need to do this all the time. We really don't need to do this all the time. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, he's right. The manager's got to win a major honor. He's got to go. You know what I mean? It is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm going for a blem. It's blem time now. Blem time. It's blem time. Absolute blem time. I'm flipping. I got my Can't wait to receive my flat, man. I'm done flipping living in the hotel, even though it's a nice hotel. It's actually a decent hotel. I shouldn't complain. There's some people that are in the street. I shouldn't complain. We thank God. We thank God. You know what I mean? But it's incredible, yeah, how much you can get done when you're in the right environment. Right now, Monday to Friday, all I'm doing working, and I'm good, man. I need to take something, bro. It only just started, bro. I don't know what's going on. It only just started. I'm going to go to the pharmacy tomorrow. Give me 1 sec. And we're going for a blend. Make sure you're subbing to the channel. 250 people locked in. Sub to the channel, please. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no super chats. Nothing like that. Just sub to the channel. Real talk. Love. Let's get to 20k. So then we can celebrate 20k. You get me? 1 sec. Make sure you're subbing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you man them are subbing, bruv. Man said, yeah, some lemon and honey, innit? I'm telling you, bro. Some lemon and honey, I'm telling you, man. You know what I mean? But yeah, do you know what plan B is though? I never even told you, man, this. Plan B, if things didn't, which they will, because I always say it into existence. If it didn't work out here in Spain, I was like, yo, I got a bedroom that's moving to Thailand. I'm like, I just moved to Thailand. Everything is like 3 times cheaper. That was the vibe. There we go. What are you doing, bro? Yeah, Thailand's like 3 times cheaper. Like, do you know what I mean? That's 3-4 times cheaper. Like, yo, anything I'm moving to Thailand. You know what I mean? But nah, it's gonna work out here. I never really wanted to go to Thailand. I got a vision. We've got a friend that live in Thailand. But I was like, nah, that's not where I want to live. You know what I mean? It's not where I want to live. I wouldn't mind. Still better than living in London, but it's one of them ones. Still better than living in London. But it's that thing looking back, like, you know what I'm saying? Do you know what? I'm gonna try a little trick out here at times.
But if I move to the things on the roads, yeah, I'm only gonna speak English. I'm gonna pretend I don't speak no Spanish. You know what I mean? I'm just on holiday. You know what I'm saying? I'm on holiday and see what the things are saying. You know, sometimes that shit works better for you. Over here, they all think I'm Latino. They all start, you know what I mean? Then I'm one of many, innit? You know what I mean? You gotta stand out a little bit. You know, I'm new in town. You know what I'm saying? New in town for the beanies. But yeah, I think until I got my place and I'm settled, then I can, you know what I mean? Apart from when I'm in a club, because then that's the only time I can properly let my hair down, because like, then I'm like, all right, cool. Like, you know, I can relax. Other times I'm like sorting things out. When you're sorting things out, yeah, you don't want to focus on too much on that, you know what I mean? But I can't lie, just like London though, there's some wild people here, I can't lie. I swear down. There's some wild people here. There's already someone that's pointing at my camera, bro. But yeah, I think the thieves here, yeah, they're not brazy. They're a bit more, if they can quickly swipe you, but they're not brazy. They don't like too much attention here. Like, if they're gonna try thief you. But yeah, man. Moving country though. Moving country is cool, but it's a lot to get settled. I can't lie. It's a lot to get settled. But once you're settled, you're calm. It's a lot to get settled, especially a country like Spain that loves the paperwork. They love a paperwork. They love to double, triple check things. But I think it's a nice country to live in. But so far, so good. Obviously, everywhere's nice when you got money. You know what I mean? Everywhere's nice when you got money. But it is what it is. It is what it is. North, can you fight? All I'm going to say is this, yeah. If you go in life with like me, say what you think, say what you want to say, do what you want to do, you need to know how to fight. And you need to know how to fight well. You know what I'm saying? Because it gets you in situations, you know what I'm saying? So that's my answer. That's my answer. Do you get me? You need to know how to fight, bro. You know what I mean? Get me? But come to Los Angeles, bro. Los Angeles too expensive, bro. The flights, man. I don't know, man. I think America's mad expensive. I don't know. I went to New York. Yeah, I'm not saying it's the same as New York, but them big cities like that over there, I feel like they're quite expensive. I don't really feel like financially it really makes sense, bro. Like Spain financially it still makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I think for anyone starting anything like that, you're able to like, you know, make money online and stuff, or start like a business and stuff. I just don't feel like England's very friendly when it comes to doing that. Like everything's just mad expensive. Like it's not really friendly for people that are starting up or people that are like building that wealth over time. I just don't feel like it's like affordable enough. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I just don't feel like it's really that affordable. That's just my opinion, isn't it? Like, I feel like other countries are still they still, you can still live a good lifestyle that's still like affordable. In London, it's not affordable. Do you know what I mean? London's not affordable, bro. London's is too overpriced and everything, bro. Swear down and everything. You know what I mean? If you want, yeah, you can, yeah.
Whoa, represent Barcelona style, chiriguillo total.
Alright, cool. You see what I'm saying? This place is mad, bro. He's like, yo, can I saludar mi mama? So he's like, can I say hi to my mom? Like, that's a very South American thing to do. Like, they'll get on the radio and they're like, I want to say hi to my prima. I want to say hi to my primo. Jose, we're looking out for you. Like, it's a very South American thing to do. Like, as soon as they get somewhere where it can be seen, you know what I mean? You know, like how Americans back in the day, like, yo, representing from the ATL, stand up. You know what I'm saying? They like doing that kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm mad, bro. You get me? So yeah, bro. One of them ones, bro. 5 bags a month is all you need here, North, bro. 5 bags a month, bro. How do I fit all the stuff in the hotel? I came in with 2 massive 25 kg suitcases. You get me? I still got bare clothes. I got all my Jordans. All my Jordans are still in my mum's yard. I had to leave bare stuff, bro. Bare stuff. And then I went out and bought a whole new wardrobe. You know what I mean? But yeah. I just feel like the UK, bro. It's just, yeah, bad vibes, bro. Bad vibes. When it comes to like starting off and then building. It's just like, nah. Everything's just too mad expensive, bro. And on top of that, it's not, I don't know, like it's not a country that I feel like when I bought my house, which I'll never buy a house again, I just feel like the leverage of being able to work wherever you want is just a priceless gift. And anything like that just ties you down. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, yo, why don't you buy a house in Portugal? It's cheaper in Portugal. I still got to maintain it. I still got to make sure that the people that I'm renting it to look after it. After a certain time, you can't just kick people out. There's a lot of laws and stuff around it, bro. It's long. It's long. I can't be arsed with it. Can't be bothered. My phone's charging. I just feel like, yeah, these days it's like about freedom, bro. Like it's about freedom of movement. You know what I mean? You never know where life's going to take you. I never thought I'd leave the UK. I never thought that I'd want to leave the UK. And here I am. Do you know what I mean? Here I am. I think when you have that freedom to move around and you can go where you want to go, I think it's just a very, yeah, I think there's stages in life. Like when you get old enough, then you want to go everywhere. You want to go central London. You want to do this and that. Then it's like boys' holidays. You know what I mean? And then it's like, do you know what? I actually don't want to live here. Like I want to be able to live wherever I want. Then it's like, yo, like, it's nice to just not be fully tied to somewhere that you have the want to go. You know what I mean? If you want to go, you can just go. Do you know what I mean? And you don't have to stay here. Like I could do a year here and then go, I want to go live in, I don't know, go live in Cape Verde or go live in in Asia. Do you know what I mean? And I feel like that's the dream, bro. And I've said this before. People in London, and I was like that. They always dying to go on holiday, and I feel like that dying feeling to go on so many holidays a year is because you don't like living in London, but you have to live in London. Do you know what I mean? Which is sad, but it's like once you live in a country that you get a lot of the good stuff of living abroad, you're not dying for a holiday. You know what I mean? I've been here, a week. You know what I mean? But I can feel like I'm not dying for a holiday. Like I feel quite cool. It's quite a slow-paced country. You know, during the day, the weather's good. Even in December, the weather's still decent during the day. Yeah, I don't feel the hecticness of London. I don't miss it. I really don't miss it. Like London's so stressful, bro. Like so intense. Like everything's intense. Rushing to work, rushing back from work, doing this, doing that.
Don't envy it, bro. Don't envy it. Like, do you know what I mean? And I think everyone that's able to have a plan to get out and try to execute it, do it, man. Do it. Do it. I'd much rather work like this than work for someone and just the bullshit you got. Oh, fuck it, bro. I can't be asked. Do you know what I mean? I can't be asked, bro. I'm 33, bro. I'm 33. I'm 33. You know what I mean? Northside, where you are in Barca is good for a coffee. Yeah, coffee's calm, bro. Coffee's calm, bro. Actually, yeah. I actually went to the coffee shop today, actually. Which country do you prefer life-wise, Portugal or Spain? I've never lived in Portugal. I was born in England. I just used to go there for holidays. So I know it's a holiday. I've never lived there. I assume it's very similar. But obviously I got more affiliation to Portugal, but I like it here. I like it here, bro. I like it here. I think it's a good medium, you know what I mean? Like, obviously it's not as cheap as somewhere like Thailand. I'm sure the weather there's even better. Yeah, here you got a little bit of a winter, but it's not like a brutal winter, not that I've experienced. It's not like a brutal winter. People are happy. People are cool. You know what I mean? Got the beach. Yeah, it's just calm. You know what I'm saying? It's just calm. Like, we're going to see how it is in the summer. Obviously, I'm going to experience my first summer here. But yeah, where did I learn Spanish? I learned Spanish by I learned Spanish alongside learning how to dance salsa, bachata, merengue, all of that. Like, I started going to the Latin scene. I had a group of friends that used to go to that bashment all the time, and then I got bored of it after a couple of years, and then I was like, yeah, salsa, I think it touched that side of me that, you know, of my own culture, of kizomba and stuff, and I started going salsa, and then when I went salsa, I just started, like, practicing my Spanish, and I realized I started to pick up quite a bit of Spanish, and then dated quite a few Latinas, and then was with my ex, and then there I just, you know, I was around a lot of Latin people in London that don't speak English. You know what I mean? They stay within the Latin community, and some of them never learn English, bro. And yeah, and it was just so similar to Portuguese, and I just picked up slowly, and understanding the different accents and stuff like that. So yeah, man, you know what I mean? But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. Do you get what I'm saying? It is what it is. So yeah, it's one of them ones, man. It's one of them ones. And so yeah, I can't lie. The last 2 months were my best paid months on YouTube ever. Do you get what I mean? So obviously I've been, before I was treating it like a side hustle, obviously, because I was working a full-time job. And then obviously the madness that I went through with my ex, I wasn't fully in the mindset of treating it like a full-time job. But now I'm treating it like a full-time job. So, you know what I mean? It's one of them ones. And like I said, if I ever felt like, you know, after a year, if I don't see the progress that I want, then I can always move to a country that's, you know, 3 times cheaper. I could always do that. You know, the option of coming back to England is always there. It's always there. But I don't feel like you make moves like this to be like, it's not going to work, or what if it doesn't work? Like, you know what I mean? I'll put the work in for it to work. Do you know what I mean? And the dedication and the time and stuff like that, and the discipline. So for me, I don't really look at it like that. Like, you know, what if it doesn't work? And like, I feel like if you don't take chances in life, and like I said, mine's been a very calculated chance, you don't get the reward. Do you know what I'm saying? You don't get the reward. I think a lot of times as well with this is like, when there's been big momentum, I've not been able to capitalize off of that because I'm working a full-time job. I was in a relationship, this and that. So the fact that my last 2 months have been my most financially, my best months on this platform, just goes to show, even with everything that was happening, you know what I mean? So, and then the second channel as well, I think I got you know, that I'm going to be building the second channel, which is a second income. I've not taken this step stupidly, do you know what I'm saying? Or not thought of, okay, you know, how do I make sure that this works out? So for me, I don't really think like that, do you know what I mean? For me, I always believe in myself. I know that when I have to put work in, I put the work in. Do you know what I mean? Since I've been here, yeah, I mean, big up to my guy Lee. Not one time has he had to tell me, why are you not working? You know, he knows that we speak anyway. Like, obviously sometimes it's banter, but we speak. He knows that what I've been having to deal with. Do you know what I'm saying? But look, I got to wake up early tomorrow and I'm still live and it's 2 a.m. Do you know what I mean? So it just proves to me that, yo, it's not about, it was always about having the right environment, having the right environment, and to not have certain distractions and certain people weighing me down. Do you know what I'm saying? Or telling me that my YouTube is too much. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really look at it like that. Do you know what I mean? I don't really look at it like that. I just look at it like, bro, it's in my control as to how much I work. And yeah, I think that's the most powerful way of looking at life. Like, you're in control of everything that you're doing. It's just down to you to do it. You know what I mean? So it's one of them ones. Like, you guys have, like, you see that this first week, you see me out clubbing during the week, you see me out doing nothing. So I know that I can stay focused and I can do exactly what I need to do. And yeah, I always bet on myself, innit? I always bet on myself. You know what I mean? I always bet on myself. And like I said, someone put in the comment earlier, and I appreciate that. It's like, yo, you said everything you said you was gonna do, you did. And this is what it is, bro. Self-belief and being focused and taking away all the silly distractions. Now I know that I need a night off, which I've said from the start, because I know what kind of person I am. Like, I can't just have no social interactions at all for like 6 months. Like, it drives me crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? So I know what little things I need to then be like, okay, cool. Like, you had your little time, cool. Get back to the grind, get back to the, do you know what I mean? So I think self-awareness is important. I think accountability is important, but there has to be a level of balance. And I feel like if you're not, you know, if you don't balance that, you can drive yourself crazy. Do you know what I'm saying? You can definitely drive yourself crazy. And I think I have a deep respect for, you know, Carefree Lewis, Lee, Rant, Saeed, all these big, you know, really, really good content creators that are just consistent, because I feel like, yeah, it's the hard work, man. And the hard work does pay off. You know what I'm saying? The hard work does pay off. So that's all it really was. That's all what I really needed. My mom's asking me, yo, you come back for Christmas? No, I'm working. If I go back for Christmas, you're going to slow me down. I'm not going back for Christmas. I'll call you on Christmas and we can talk a bit and stuff, but I'm not going back for Christmas because it's going to slow me down. It's about work rate. It's about getting myself to the place that I need to get to. It's not about slowing down and all this type of, no. There's a time for that. This is not the time for that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not using the money from the house as like, oh, well, I can relax. I can just put my feet up. Like, do you know what I mean? So yeah, you know what I mean? It is what it is. I had to obviously invest some money to be able to start, but now it's like, cool. But yeah, you know, get my head down and grind. I've got 3 months where I don't have to pay rent. I already put the deposit down, everything. Cool. Grind, work, and that's it. And that's really it. Do you know what I mean? I can't help when I need to sign paperwork or I need to get certain things down because I need a flat. Like, of course, I need it's, you know what I mean? Talking with the agent, there's certain things I couldn't get around. I had to dedicate time for that, which, you know, the amount of times I was going to go live at 1 p.m. and I couldn't because I was dealing with paperwork. So I'm going live at 2 p.m., 3 p.m. You know what I mean? This time. So it is what it is, but now we're past that. You know what I mean? And yeah, I feel like if you live in fear, you get the results of someone that lives in fear. If you believe in yourself and you put the work in, and you're not scared of working hard, and you're okay with holding yourself accountable, and then you'll get those results. I think it's as simple as that. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody would ever make any moves if you're always going to think about fear and what if this, what if that, what if this doesn't. Yes, there's a possibility of everything, but at the end of the day, just hold yourself accountable, go forward. You know, what's the worst case scenario? Like, the worst case scenario, I go back to my mom's house, I pay £300 a month, and I continue doing my channel. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. Or I can just move to a place like Thailand where I could pay that and have my own place. You know what I'm saying? I could pay that money and have my own place, and the whole country's cheaper, and I still got money. So there's backups of backups, but at the same time, I just feel like everything's going to work out the way that I want. You know what I mean? Because, yeah, it just is what it is, bro. It just is what it is. You know, I got a mad belief in myself, and that's how I've even been able to get into this point. So for me, it's just like, well, I got to this point. You get me? It just is what it is. Where I live is bare Cape Verdean baddies. Madness. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I think they'll be okay. I don't know. Like I said, I think they'll be okay, but we'll see, innit? We'll end up seeing. Northside, one hip hop track you never get bored of listening to. Mob Deep, Shook Ones. I like that track. Mob Deep, Shook Ones. Northside, the Spanish chick with the eyes still after you. Nah, I cut her off, bro. Respect to you, bro. Going out of your comfort zone and taking on new challenges. Big up, man. I appreciate that. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate you saying that. You get me? Big up, bro. In my 20s, I had 3 jobs plus uni. Big up to you, bro. You're gonna get somewhere in life. I'll tell you that now. You're gonna get somewhere in life, man. You're gonna get somewhere in life. You get me? Yeah, just calm life, bro. Especially with this like working for yourself, content creating. You can't have a super hectic lifestyle. You can have a life, but you still need to, yeah. You need some routine. For me, I just feel like I just want to have that autonomy. Do you know what I'm saying? That autonomy to just do what I want and get, you know, when I reach my 40s, I'm in control of my life. Like, you know, already, I just want to be in control of my life. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Have someone tell me nothing, bro. Just do what I need to do and that's it. Yeah, Lee lives far from me. Lee lives far from me. I don't know what the distance is, but he lives far from me, bro. Big up to Omar, bro. Big up to Omar, my G. Make sure you're subbing to Omar Talks Football, man. Make sure you get me to 20k as well. 214 in the building, man. We're 100 away. 100 away from 20k, man. Big up. Big up North. Hope all is good in Barca. Wishing you the best. Keep grinding, man. Big up, bro. Keep grinding, bro. Yeah, I mean, appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I mean. How did you know I was gonna say that? How did you know I was gonna say that? How did you know I was gonna say that track? How did you know I was gonna say that? Yeah, I mean. Now, big up, man. I'm good, man. Big up Johnny, man. I'm good, bro. I'm good. But yeah. Now, big up to everyone sending me like best wishes and stuff like that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. I appreciate you, man, being, you know what I mean, supportive of the thing. I appreciate that, bro. You know what I mean? I appreciate that. North, outside of your job, talking Arsenal, I can tell you're a proper sound geezer, always humble and just consistently real on the daily. And you never claim to be perfect. Respect. Because I'm not, bro. Because I'm not. Just like everybody else, bro. Just like everyone. Every single other person that walks the earth. But I feel like I feel like the things that do separate people is passion, and I feel like it's also it's passion, it's drive, and a level of fearlessness. And like I said, I feel like from every situation, I do try to learn from it. I don't always react to it the best way. I could definitely say that past situation, I didn't act the best way when it happened. You know, I was down. I'm not gonna lie about that. But then I got a point where I'm like, right, time to execute the plan. You know what I'm saying? Time to move forward. And I think some of the craziest situations in your life will kind of guide where you're gonna go as a person. Are you going to crumble? Are you going to go for what you want? Are you going to listen to people telling you what you're doing is rash? You know, that person told me making this move is rash. You know, there's people out here that don't want me to succeed. I have that in my head every single day when I wake. I'm like, yo, certain people don't want me to succeed. You know, I have to win. I have to win. You know, and use it into fuel. You know what I'm saying? Use it into fuel, because my success will speak for itself, and that's how I look on it. Like, I'll get to where I need to get to, but now I actually have the time to get to where I want to get to. And yeah, man, it's one of them ones. It's one of them ones. Like, it's one of them ones. So yeah. It's mad. I think this whole last 4 or 5 months, man, this in a way, I'm kind of glad it happened, and I'm glad it happened now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm glad it happened. Like, I'm glad it happened. Like, the level of peace that I felt a couple of days ago when I went to the beach, I just sit there and I was like, yo. And I feel like because of so many things have been going on, the yard, getting my national insurance, it's just even those two things, it's just bare paperwork. It's bare back and forth, bare things I got to sign, bare things, just those two things. I haven't had a moment to really take in how big of a step this is, to come to a different country, to know nobody. You know, to not have any assistance on anything, to not really know what's going on. I haven't really had that time to have that like peaceful time to like have full clarity. And I feel like when I get my flat, it's gonna be a moment where I'm like, okay, I was, you know, like, this has all moved kind of fast, like, but I'm here. Do you know what I mean? I'm here, and I just feel like I'm in a much better space, and I feel like the work ethic is starting to reflect that I'm in a much better space. I feel happier, I feel calmer, I feel yeah. I just feel like even like me cooking strict though, before I wouldn't have been like, last couple of hours I wouldn't have been in the headspace to really do that. Like, do you know what I mean? But now I just feel like I've returned back to the old me. I feel like I'm like, cool. I remember like the first weekend, yeah, like last weekend when I went out, yeah. Like when I went out, I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like I haven't gone out by myself, like just solely by myself. And I don't know how long. Like it felt weird. Like I was in the cab, yeah, and I was like, this feels weird. Like I'd always go out like with friends or with my ex and her friends. But I'm like, do you know what? I'm like, whatever. I'm in the cab now. I get to the club and I'm just by myself. And I just go in and I'm like, this just feels weird. But it's the environment that I'm used to. It's the Latin club. And I'm just like, yo, I walk in, I get myself a drink. I said, I'm not getting no bottles. I'm not showing off. I don't need to show off. And I don't want to attract users. So I said, fuck it. I just get a Jack Daniels and Coke. I got Jack Daniels and Coke. And I said, if I want another Jack Daniels Coke, I'll get another Jack Daniels and Coke. But I'm not buying a bottle. I'm just getting the drinks. And I was like, I'm not getting smashed. Like I'm not. And I felt calm. Like I didn't feel like, oh, I'm drinking away my problems. And I didn't get, like both nights I went out, I didn't get smashed. I literally just sat there and took in the environment, like all the sounds I haven't heard for ages, like, and people dancing, and I just felt like a level of calmness. And even though I was on my own, I didn't feel alone. It's a mad feeling. Like so many people are so scared, like to be alone. But then it opened up for me to dance with some women that was on the table. They had a table. I had my table. They had their little table. There's three of them. Do you know what I'm saying? And I just started talking to them. Next thing you know, they started telling me different places to go and stuff like that. I started speaking to them. Next thing you know, I'm dancing with the whole table of women that were there, and then through them, I got to know the Dominican guy because he came. Then they started talking. Then he started talking to me. Then I started speaking to him. Then his friend is Colombian. He's got a bar around the corner from here. He owns a bar. So then he was there. And actually, I need to go visit that bar. Do you know what I mean? I need to go visit that Colombian bar. But yeah. Then they were talking to me. Then the Dominican guy and the Colombian guy started offering me shots. And I'm like, yo, I don't want shots. You know what I mean? And then he started giving me shots. And then next thing you know, they're like, yeah, you come out and whatever. And then one night, I just got to know like 6-7 people. And like, I think Latin people are very friendly, especially if you incorporate into their culture. Like they're very friendly, specifically, especially Colombians as well. Very friendly. I'm a very sociable person. I speak to people. I treat people nice, away from what people on the internet think. I never have problem meeting new people, making friends. It's been normal my whole life. I always make new friends. Always make new friends or people like. So I kind of knew like I wouldn't be here. Like even when Michi was like, "Oh, you're gonna be alone, boss man," I was like, "Trust me, I'll get to know people quickly." Yeah, I'm very sociable. And yeah, I just knew I was gonna meet people. Like I know that every weekend I go, I'm gonna end up meeting people and socialize, my social time. But then, like I was walking around the city and stuff like that, like the day after, walking around and stuff. I didn't feel lonely. I went into one club on Saturday. I went into one club I went into one club and like it was ram-packed and it was just me. And it's kind of like my norm, like, you know what I mean? And then my Dominican brother was like, yo, we're gonna go to this spot where So I said, all right, cool. I said, listen, I'm here, I'm gonna chill here. If it's good here, I'm just gonna stay here. And it's like I don't need loads of people around me, nothing like that. Just enjoying my own company. And I know I end up dancing with girls, so I'm just like, yo, I'm gonna be interacting with people anyway. And there's a peacefulness in being on your own and not needing people and not needing no one's validation and nothing, and being able to be with yourself. It's actually really peaceful. It's actually really, really peaceful, I'll be real. And it's something that I think I've quickly got used to. I will definitely prefer being alone in peace than being in an environment where I'm not physically alone, but I'm in a hectic environment. It's like, nah, I'm not on that. I'm not on that. I think the thing now that I protect the most is my peace, bro. Is my peace. Like anyone, that's why I had to cut off that Spanish girl, bro. Because she's disturbing my peace, bro. My girl thinks she's ludicrous, disturbing the peace. You know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, bro, this ain't ludicrous, and you're not disturbing my peace, bro. And if you want to come and disturb my peace, then you gotta go. You know, and I realized as well, there was also things that I did before that disturbed my own peace. But now that I know, it's like, cool, I've got peace, and that's priceless. I'm not giving that up for anything else, bro. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. Yeah. You have to be, it's just how it is in life. Sometimes you need to grow to be comfortable to be on your own, but you're never on your own. If you're sociable, you speak to people, you meet people, you're never on your own. You know, I met the Ukrainian girl that's a refugee. Next thing you know, but she's the one wanting to chill out with me all the time. I'm like, yo, I got streams to do and stuff like that. You gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't need someone around me all the time. She's like, oh, I'll be quiet. I'll sit there, I'll be quiet, I won't say anything. I'm like, nah, you gotta go. Like, you gotta go. Like, I need my space. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it's mad. I don't need, but then again, I've kind of always been like that. I never had to go anywhere with like 20 man them and all. I never had to have like bare people around me. But yeah, this has definitely been different. But yeah, I get what Lee says when he's like peace and quiet, because sometimes you have to pick peace and quiet over people that are problematic and people that just love drama and love to, you know, create whirlwinds and craziness. Yeah, I mean, peace is always better over that, bro. Trust me, it's so much better. So much better. You know what I mean? Big up Gianni, keep that grind going, bro. Proof is in the pudding. You wanted to move and you got it. You'll get everything you want, bro. You got that work ethic in you to get to where you want to be. Keep it up, bro. Big up, man. Love familia, man. I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. That's very kind of you, bro. Appreciate that. I don't even know who that is, bro. I don't even know who that is. I've never been to Paris, bro. I met one French guy. I went to the vape shop. I met one guy, he's French. He had a very nice dog. He had a Japanese dog. Really nice dog. He told me Paris is shit. Everyone I know has said that Paris is shit, bro. It's a shithole. No offense to any Parisians, but apparently it's a proper shithole. So I've kind of just thought, like, why would I go Paris? You know what I mean? It's one of them ones, bro. When you put work, effort, sacrifice, it's gonna pay back in the end. That's how it is in life. In this life, you shall get there sooner or later. Just watch out for the circle of people around you. Now, 100%. I think the beauty of it is, and I was saying this to the girl that I was on the phone with just before I went live. I was saying this. I was like, anyone that enters my life now knows me as a streamer, so they don't need to adjust. I think in my other situation, that person knew me as a gas engineer and then saw the change and didn't want to be around for the change in it, even though it's for a better future. So I think now it's like nobody else knows me for anything else but doing this. So it's like the norm. Do you know what I'm saying? And I've kind of made it on purpose that I don't message the people that I've met. I've not messaged them. So I'll message them Friday, Saturday. Cool, I'll message you. But like the rest of the week, like I'm busy, I'm working, do you know what I'm saying? And I'm still working Friday and Saturday during the day. But like Saturday night, I can still go out. Friday night, I can still do something calm after working, you know, most of the day. So that's how I want it. Like people that get to know me to know, like, do you know what I mean? Like I'm not going to be active during the week. Like I need to work. Like this is my future. This is my, yeah, I love the channel. I love the community, and it is what it is. I don't, you know, the only thing I'm not giving up is my Saturday night. That's the only thing I'm not giving up. I'm not giving up my Saturday night. Other than that, that's calm. Northside, what's your favorite dance to dance in that style dance that you're into? But I don't know, man. I dance salsa. I don't know, the Colombian street version, bro. I don't know, bro. Like the way they dance in the club, innit? Like that's the way I dance, bro. Yeah, I mean, I hear that. I think to a lot of people that sounds crazy until they go through a madness and they realize, you know what? You get it. You know what I mean? I get it, bro. I fully get it. The circle of people around you will either keep you down or level you up, my bro. The circle matters big time. Beware. I completely agree with that. I've seen other people around me change the people that they're around, and then they change. I think it definitely affects. You know what I mean? But I think there's no coincidence that I'm around very ambitious people now, and it's a reflection of my life. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man, I think as I said before, of course, there's a space and time in life where you can enjoy, man, but you at the same time, you have to have certain priorities, man. And I think what you do in your 20s and 30s, you will either be so proud of yourself or you're going to really regret the decisions that you make if you do not get yourself in a position that you need to be in life. I think it's very important. Those years are just map out the rest of your life, man. Just map out the rest of your life. Do you know what I mean? And I'm just, like I said, I stuck to the promise to myself. Like, I'm not going to waste my 30s, you know, and I'm happy that I've stuck to that. And yeah, here I am, sticking to the promise I made to myself that I'm not going to waste my 30s. And I definitely feel like I'm living my 30s better because I'm living my 30s way more controlled than my 20s. My 20s, I was wilding, man. Wilding. Do you know what I mean? Wilding. And yeah. It's just, yeah, it's one of those ones. Like I got certain friends that I got one friend that's in Dubai. He's there to make £1 million. You know what I'm saying? This guy's, he was a street guy. You know what I'm saying? I got another bedroom. He runs his business from living in Brazil, but then sometimes he lives in Kuwait. He's Iraqi. You know what I'm saying? He come from the ends. You know what I mean? And it's like, those are the people that kind of like, they inspire me, bro. Not the people that are always in the club. Listen, I love the club. I love the music. I love all of that. But at the same time, you know what I mean? That can be part of your life. Doesn't have to be your life. You know what I mean? I've had it be my life. And it's like, in the end, it becomes empty. In the end, it becomes empty, repetitive. Like, music's in my blood. It's of my people. Like, we love dancing. Like, it's just not going to change. And if you're not from a culture like that, you don't understand. You think that clubbing is it's young people. Not for certain cultures. When dancing there's no age. Like, it's just of the people. Our music accompanies dancing. It's not necessarily an old people thing. It's not a young people thing. It's just our culture. It's who we are. So I understand certain cultures that I understand that. So I'm always need to dance. I always. It's just part of me, my being. But I realized that you can still have that and still go for where you want to go to and still be ambitious. You know what I mean? So a lot of people from my culture be losing themselves, you know what I mean? Because they just can't let go of it. It's the biggest drug, you know what I mean? Dancing and all that type of stuff. And I think now I realize that, yeah. Plus, I think life's more enjoyable when you have plans and goals, and when you're constantly like, you know, striving to do different things. I think it makes your life more exciting. I think sometimes people think it's just party that makes it actually doesn't make it as exciting as you think it does. Like you can have a great night and stuff like that, but like when you're building something, when you're getting somewhere, like it's exciting. It's exciting. The momentum as well. When you start building momentum behind what you want to do, it's exciting. It's a happiness that very few other things can really match. It's like it's addictive. I can't lie, but it's a good addiction. It's a positive addiction, and it's sad that some people have never felt that, you know, or never feel that. But life is way more fulfilling when you have goals, and your goals don't need to be the most grandiose thing. You don't have to do anything for anyone. Like I told you, I went to the club. I didn't pop balls. You know what I'm saying? I didn't pop balls. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing I got was like shisha. It was shisha. So, yeah, man, having goals makes your life like, you feel like you wake up and you've got something to go for. You've got something to aim at. It's really good. So, yeah, man. But it is what it is, man. Oh, big up, man. Big up, my G. Big up, bro. Road to 100K, my bro. Keep your head up. Keep plugging away. Keep moving forward. People come and go in life. People are always going to talk crap, but success is permanent. Success shuts them up. Facts, bro. Facts. Absolutely. That's absolute facts, bro. And their opinion, at the end of the day, can't stop what God's got planned out for us. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, their opinion or their gaslighting or their triangulation, it can't stop what God's got planned out. And nothing could stop me. Nothing can stop you but you, man. I'm telling you, nothing can stop you but you. That's how I look on things. Nothing can stop you but you. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I have to thank my mum for the lesson, man, that living a safe life, you get safe results. And Mumsy did it. She had kids, to be honest, but there was times in her life that she could have and she didn't. But at the end of the day, she still left and came to England. That was a great decision that she made that we benefited from. So I think I learned from my mum. I'm like, yo, let me not live, you know, feeling like, yo, do you get me? What we say and believe in Islam as well, the people will plan, but God is the best of planners. There you go, man. There you go, man. There you go. Do you get what I'm saying? There you go, man. There you go. You get me? Leave it all in God's hands, man. I remember, like, there was a time I was like, yo, I just leave this in God's hands, man. Do you know what I'm saying? I leave this. I remember talking to God saying, yo, I leave this in your hands. I've done everything that I needed to do. I leave this in your hands, bro. Do you know what I mean? And yeah, man. Yeah, this whole experience made me connect more with God, man. Made me connect more with myself, bro. That I'll never like lose myself again. Never. Like the best reward I've got was not the money. it was getting myself back. That was the best reward I've got out of this. I got myself back. Yeah. And yeah, I got myself back. You know what I mean? Which is crazy to say, but I got myself back. Like I literally got myself back. And I'm not willing to, you know what I mean? Not willing to lose myself that again, like nah. Like the love I got for myself now, I already loved myself, not like that, but like the love I got for myself now, yeah. It's mad. It's mad now. You get me? You know what I mean? A Benfica game, maybe, bro. You know what I mean? Nah, big up, man. Big up to all of you lot. Big up, Prima, man. I can't lie. Like, on this channel, a lot of times that we'll have moments like this where I just ramble my thoughts, like, whether I'm right or I'm wrong, it's just the way that I think, like, the way that I think. Like, so I go to sleep, yeah, listening to podcasts, like, I'll go to sleep, like, listening to podcasts and listening to different things. And, yeah, man, I that's what I like, man. I like listening to different people's perspectives, man. You know what I mean? Nah, big up to all of you lot, man. It's blem time. It's blem time. It is a blem time. It is blem time. But I still can't. Is it crazy to say I still feel like I can't believe I'm in Spain? Like, I don't know. Like, part of me, I'm like, yo. You already know, bro. You already know. Like, part of me, like, can't even believe I'm still here. But it's hitting Mumsy the hardest, man. I swear that Mumsy's mad. She's telling me she goes in my room every day. I'm used to you being here. You're not here no more. It's like, yo, chill, like, chill. I've only been gone like a week, like, you know what I mean? Mumsy's like, it's not the same. It's not the same. I got used to you being back home. She did not want me to come here, bro. I swear that. She's like, when you're coming back? You're coming back for Christmas. I was like, you don't even celebrate Christmas. Yeah, no, but it'd be good, you know, because you're banner. I said, Mum, you don't even celebrate Christmas though. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I swear down. She's on one, man. She's on one, man. She's on one, bro. Yeah, I mean, she's on one, bro. Yeah, I mean, yo, bro. Yeah, I mean, look, you guys won't even understand it, innit? But she sent me a voice note. I'm gonna play it when I get the flat, yeah. The first thing I'm gonna start the live, yeah. When I finally get the keys to the flat, yeah. I'll start it with Mumsy's voice note, innit? I started with that, bro. But I think that's one of the most, like, when your mum tells you, yeah, that she's proud of you, like, that's what you know what I mean? That's something that you keep with yourself, do you know what I mean? Like, when your mum tells you, like, yo, I'm proud of you, do you know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. Now, that's the moment when you're like, yeah. You know what I mean? Now, 100, bro. 100, bro. I just, that's what I'm saying, man. Just got to work hard, bro. And, yeah, we'll get there. But, like, when your mum turns around to you and goes, like, yo, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of, what you're doing. I'm proud of where you're going. I'm proud of what you're, do you know what I mean? And I can't lie, like, in that sense, I've always had a very supportive mum. Like, whatever I wanted to do, when I wanted to be a gas engineer, she's like, good. Like, do you know what I mean? Obviously, if it was anything like illegal, mom would be onto me. But like, she's always like encouraged me to go for what makes me happy, bro. And I'm lucky in that sense. You know, some parents push their kids to do things they don't want to do or to not be themselves. And, you know, what does it look like? And, you know what I mean? And, you know, kind of thing. But my mom's always been like, yo, you guys do what makes you guys happy. As long as you lot ain't breaking the law or doing anything, mom's always like, yo, just do what makes you happy, man. Do you know what I mean? I think from times where I was weighing people in the ends and beating people up and running around with people doing madness in the streets on the roads, I think she was just like, yo, I just yeah, I mean, you're doing something legit, you're doing something good, like just keep to that, you know what I mean? I don't want you in trouble, you know what I mean? I don't want you in trouble. And yeah, it's one of them ones, man. You know what I mean? It's one of them ones. But yeah, it was difficult at first, but then I was like, yo, mumsy, man, like, I'm doing this, we're gonna be in a better situation. Just let me stick to working hard, and then you can stop working. You can stop doing what you need to do. Just let me focus. Let me work in it. Let me do what I need to do. I got man like Stricto. I need to cook. Let me call you back. No. I know someone that wants to buy it. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna sell the car. I'm gonna sell the car. I'm gonna tell him the price that he can have the car at. I'm gonna look at what with the mileage and the reg, what the price is, and I'll probably undercut and say, listen, this is what it's going for on Auto Trader. You can have the car for this. You know what I mean? But yeah, man. Bro, this whole thing showed me, bro, Mumsy is the only one, yeah, that's got your back, bro. When the whole world turns on you, yeah, when the whole world turns on you, when you got people lying about you, when you got all of it, the only one that's got your back is Mum. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. The whole world turns on you. The only person that's got your back is Mumsy. I swear to you, bro. I swear to you. This world is ruthless, bro. Full of ungrateful people, entitled people. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see in my face, I'm not even bitter, just whatever, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I'm telling you, the only one that's got your back is your mum, bro. Like, everyone can turn their back on you, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's one of the biggest realizations, bro. Like, everyone can be like, you know what I mean? Crazy. You know what I mean? And the only one that's really riding for you no matter what is Mumsy, bro. And trust me, everybody else is fickle, bro. Everybody else is fickle, bro. Do you get me? Everybody's fickle, bro, and out for themselves. Do you know what I mean? Out for themselves. It's sad because you don't. That's a funny thing with life, yeah. People think that people become like this because they want to be like this. It's through experience, it's through realization, it's through going through shit. You know what I'm saying? It's through going through shit. But yeah, man, Mumsy's the one, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Mumsy's the one, bro. People switch up on you, do a 360, do a manipulation thing, bro. It's crazy. No. That was Stricto being extra. You know him. He gets sensitive. He's a sensitive gangster. I never said I had a family that can make him disappear. That's him trying to be a victim. It's all there on camera. You can go watch it, bro. You can go watch it. You know what I'm saying? You can go watch it. But yeah, Stricto, the victim gangster. The victimized gangster. Oh, right, time for blem. Let's get this on because I've got for a blem. Then I need to sleep. Bro. Madness. But yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. But yeah, what's man saying? No, I've never met Yardman, bro. I've never met Yardman, bro. I never met Yardman, bro. I never met Yardman. But yeah, bro. But yeah. I don't it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. I think yeah, that's strict though, bro. I'm kind of tired of talking about him, bro. Like, I'll be real. I'm kind of tired of talking about him, bro. He's gonna get excited that I mention his name. Do you know what I'm saying? He's gonna get excited. I know a lot of words cut deep. He didn't like that. You know what I mean? But like I said before, I don't do well to threats, bro. You get me? It is what it is. You get me? How I became friends with, I can't even remember how I became friends with all these men. I'll be real. I can't even remember, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can't even remember, bro. You get me? I'll be real. I can't even remember. But I think it was just in my chat, bro. I think it was in my chat. I think so. I think it was in my chat. I think it was around the time I started putting my link out and getting like, yo, who wants to jump on kind of thing and have to say. But yo, Whittle, bro, big up, man. Proud of you, bro. Big up, man. Made it out the trap, bro. Made it out the trap. But yeah, I really, I'll be honest, I can't remember how I met everyone. I can't lie. I can't remember. But I never thought through the internet I would have met like these kind of like, you know, really good, genuine people. Like, I remember for years, yeah, I was very low key on the internet. Like, even on Facebook and everything, like, I was mad low key. Like, I didn't really like it. You get me? I didn't really like exposing myself. I remember my friends used to like take pictures in the club and I like, yo, don't take pictures in the club. Do you get what I'm saying? I used to be like, yo, don't take pictures in the club. Don't show my face, nothing. I used to be extremely low key. I never would have thought that I would be, you know what I mean? That I'd be like this. Do you get me? But yeah, it's one of them ones. Long head Yeti, bro. The guy's got low IQ, bro. The guy's got low IQ. And that's what rattles him the most, yeah? Is that he can't win on nothing but trying to threaten, man. But the thing is that he's so stupid, yeah? You don't know what someone's about, bro. You can't just assume that they're not going to do this, they're not going to do it. How do you know? You don't know them. You get what I'm saying? it's very stupid, bro. That's how I know that he's not about it. You don't know what man's on. And I'm not even saying anything. Do you know why? Because I didn't grow up talking too much. It's not about that. If I wanted to be a gangster, I'd be in the ends, bro. Do you get me? I'd be in the ends, bro. There's a reason I'm not in the ends. You get me? It's ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. That thing's back. Thing's back is mad, bro. Swear down. It's crazy, bro. Yo, big up Stace, man. Yo, big up Stace. Yeah, everything's good, man. Big up to Stace, man. I'm good. Big up to Stace, man. Big up to Stace. Thanks, bro. The biggest issue to me is sit on the fence than farming for clips. Bro, it's his decision, bro. It's his channel, bro. It's his channel. He didn't start it, to be fair. So he didn't start it, but like I said before, I personally, he doesn't agree with me cooking people. I don't really agree that needed to be clipped up. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Everyone has the right to do what they want to do, innit? A lot of people don't agree with me cooking top gooners, but they get very disrespectful and they chat a lot of shit and they're very disingenuous and use this club to make money out of my club. I take that personally. Do you know what I mean? Not that they're making money out of the club, but you're making money out of fake chatting shit, bro. That's where I take offense to. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very offensive to be using this club, yeah, using this fan base to make money out of this fan base, chatting shit, yeah, lying through your teeth, playing a game, yeah. I find that offensive. I do, because you are the cause why I'm not seeing success, because you're lying. Not only are you lying, you're manipulating the majority of the fan base online that love to hear somebody tickle their ear and say things that are bullshit lies, bro. Do you know what I mean? I take that offensive, bro. I do take that offensive. You're the reason why my club is losing. Your type of mentality. And the club are seeing that online thinking, yeah, continue not winning nothing. The bigger picture is you're profiting off of my club being losers, bro. And you're trying to package it as like being a top goon. I know this. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. So you can get cooked for it. You can get cooked for it. Ain't no one gonna talk the way I talk if you're scared of confrontation in real life. I ain't scared of none of these, man. They want to be internet gangsters, be an internet gangster. I say my opinion. If you don't like it, don't click it. That's how I see it. These men get rattled because they know within all my jokes, there's truth, that they're bullshitting. They don't like me taking the piss out of them, but they're taking the piss out of my club. They're taking the piss out of my club, bro, to my face. Arsenal didn't win the league because the Queen died. Arsenal couldn't win the game because it was raining. Oh, everyone's against Arsenal. It's VA, it's PGMOL. Oh, it's the referees after. You're taking the piss out of our face, bro. And smiling while you're doing it. And I'm supposed to respect you. Nah, I don't respect you, bro. I don't respect you. I don't respect you. You got no integrity, no morals, bro. You man will do anything. That man will do anything for a pound note, bro. Anything. Anything for a pound coin, bro. I swear down, they'll do anything for it. They're liars, bro. They're liars, and they know they're lying. And that's why when I'm on panels with them, they want to talk over me because they know I expose their bullshit that logically doesn't make sense, bro. I'm supposed to respect men like that. That's not a man to me. You don't stand on nothing. You stand on bullshit. You lie. You do anything for a pound note. You might as well be a stripper. That's what these men are. They're Arteta strippers, bro. And I'm supposed to respect you. No, I won't respect you. I will never respect you. You know what I'm saying? You got no integrity. You don't give a fuck about this club. You give a fuck about how much money and the fact that you can get on Sky Sports and all this type of shit off of this club. You don't care about this club. So why should I respect you? I love this club. That's why I cuss it so much, because I want better for it. Because I want better, bro. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Why go on where? I don't go on panel shows. I rarely go on panel shows. Everyone that watches me, last year, how many panel shows have I done? This year, how many panel shows have I done? Dan specifically, most of the time, gets me on when there's no top gooners or there's maximum one. I don't go on panel shows like that of top gooners. I don't go on panel shows. I've been asked a lot of times, can you jump on this? Can you jump on that? A lot of time I ain't got the time, and some of them I don't want to go on. You know what I'm saying? Some of them I don't want to go on. There's a lot more shows I could be on, but I'm not, because I don't want to. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really see me in these like with these top. You rarely see me, bro. Even on Dan's, how many times do I go on Dan's? You know what I mean? That's my guy. Like, I'll support Dan. I go more because I want to support Dan, but you know what I mean? Oh, you did. All right, cool. I hear you. You wasn't saying it to me. Fair enough, Longhead, yeah. But yeah, for me, it's one of them ones, bro. Do you get me? Bro, they all love it, bro. They all love it when it's not about them, innit? Like, the top goonies, I know all of them be watching, bro. They be watching. They hate it, bro. In their mind, they're thinking, how's this guy talking like this? Like, he don't look like he could... I think they just, yeah. I think the braziness of it, they're like, yo, rah. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this is how it used to be in the ends. When you was in school, college time, you think these men could talk the way they're talking, chatting shit, bro. They ain't gonna get cussed. They're getting cussed, bro. Shut the fuck up. Chatting rubbish, bro. Chatting rubbish, bro. Oh, Jesus and Havertz are gonna save us. Shut the hell up, bruv. What are you chatting about? Chatting shit, bro. You get me? These men didn't grow up in the same era, yeah, the early 2000s. I mean, I finished secondary school 2007. You think these men could be talking like that? Man getting cussed, bro. You're chatting shit, bro. I'm saying these men are getting the, you know what I mean? We're bringing it back. 07 vibes, bro. What are you talking about? Celebrating nothing, celebrating not winning nothing. You mad? Man chatting shit, bro. Big up Stace, man. Big up to my prima Stace, bro. I'm tired of man chatting shit on this platform thinking that they can't say nothing. You know what I mean? Chatting rubbish, bro. No matter what facts you hold them, like 5 years, 6 years, bro. What are you talking about? I'm tired of these guys, bro. Chatting shit, bro. You get what I'm saying? Oh, he already knows not to interact with me before he gets cooked again. I'll make some money out of him. You know what I'm saying? He knows to keep his mouth quiet. He only talk about me on Twitter because he thinks it's safe because I'm not there. You know what I'm saying? He's another pussy, yo. You know what I mean? I was keeping it real, but I don't care, bro. I don't care to be friends with fake people. I don't like fake people in general. You're showing me that you're fake about football. You're most likely a snake and a fake person in real life, bro. You can't be if you can't be honest about football, you can't be honest about anything, which means you're a snake of a person, bro. So me and you will never be cool, innit? Never be cool. Oh, you like to cook. Yes, I like to cook people that are fucking liars and manipulators. Yes, I do. And I'll continue to do that. And I'm very proud of that. Yeah, because it's not about being a snake and this, that. This guy spends so much time editing his video. Listen, he gets a lot of views. But of course, listen, you're going to get a lot of views. Yeah, his videos are very well edited. Let me give him a bit of props. His videos are very well edited. You know what I'm saying? Very well edited. You know what I'm saying? And all of that. But you're chatting shit, bro. I see this guy got upset when Saeed and I think Rant jumped on it as well, and they were rating channels. It's like, bro, it's like, what's man talking about? You know what I mean? What's man talking about? What's man talking about? Idiot, bro. And I love this type of shit, yeah. You're envious Envious of what? If I wanted to get on Sky Sports, I would just talk like a presenter, bro. And I would keep my real opinion to myself. Envious of what? I could have come on this platform and played the same game. What am I envious about? Focus on yourself. When these people chat shit about me, Rory talks bullshit, yeah? What did he say? He said something about me on Twitter. I didn't say it to me last time I was on a panel with him. Why didn't he fucking focus on himself? Why did he say, oh, barking like a dog? Barking like a dog. Go shave your fucking dusty beard, bro. You look like a tramp. What are you talking about? Exactly. Babs chat some shit about me on Twitter as well. Why don't they mind their business? Why is it only me because I say something back? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Oh, when it's always like this in life, yeah. When you defend yourself, when you call out the bullshit, oh, you're the aggressor, fuck off. You know what I'm saying? Fuck off. Where in life do you have to see people that are fucking two-faced pretenders chatting shit when you're not there, when they think that you can't see it? But then you have to be the bigger person. Fuck being the bigger person. Fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be the bigger person with my ex because she's completely irrelevant. But on this football thing, fuck them. Because behind closed doors and WhatsApp, and I know on WhatsApp thing, they be chatting the most shit. So why don't they just do what they're doing? But they be talk about me, talk about Lee, but we have to always ignore. Fuck off. Nah. They can get the smoke. You know what I'm saying? You want to chat shit, you can get the smoke. About be the bigger person, my ass, bruv. About bigger person. Now I'm tired of it. I'm tired of fake people, bro. Tired of it. And this is the biggest cancer to the world, yeah? You see bullshit and people just, oh, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Nah, we're going to call it out. We're going to call it out. We're going to call it out. We're going to have a conversation. They're getting called out. And you can do all your threats that you want. We'll see what happens if you see me in person. We'll see what happens. But all of this kind of, oh, don't say nothing, don't say nothing. Fuck off. That's why the world's fucked. People got toxic managers. Nobody says anything. People got toxic family members. Nobody says anything. They got a toxic partner. Nobody says anything. And what does that do? Perpetuate the same bullshit. And the same with this club. People chatting shit. Don't say nothing. And then the whole narrative around this club is, oh, look at where he's taken us from. Oh, Jesus is going to save us. Ødegaard is a creative spark. This and that. No, fuck off, bro. You're chatting shit. You can get it. If you don't want your opinion to be criticized, don't be on the internet. How about that? How about that? How about that? Do you know what I'm saying? How about that? And that's it. If you can't take it, nobody asked you to have your opinion. And you're in my chat. So if you don't like it, fuck off. Because you talk it, I ain't even highlighting your comment. If you don't like it, fuck off. Because I'm tired of the liars, bro. Oh, you're a grown man. Grown men. And the guys that you're defending are sucking off players, making songs about them in the shower. What grown man does that? What grown man says, oh, we can't get anyone but the manager? You're sucking off a manager you don't even know that is an employee. What are you talking about? Oh, we can't say anything against him. Shut the fuck up. Sucking off players. Sucking off players that ain't done nothing for you. That are getting paid, bro. Oh, but you're a grown man. Well, that side of the fan base don't sound like grown men. Man, chat shit, bro. I'm saying their logic don't even fucking make sense, bro. It's irritating, bro. It's irritating because I jumped on this YouTube thing pretty late. And I had years of seeing this bullshit for time. And it's always the same crap. Oh, why you did oh did this and that. Oh, we're going to Havertz. If you don't know ball, you don't know what Havertz does. Same people wanted Gyökeres. Just shut up, man. You know what I'm saying? Man talking bullshit, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The same man going to be saying at the end of the season, oh, well, where did it go wrong for Arsenal? Where did it go wrong for Arteta? Where did it go wrong? We've been telling you where it's going wrong. Man don't want to listen. So if you don't listen, you must hold that pain that you're going to feel at the end of the season. Because every time we talk, you don't want to listen. You know what I mean? Can't be arsed with it, bro. I jumped on this thing. Bro. I'm telling you, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired of it. Man defending grown-ass employees that are millionaires telling us that we can't criticize. But yet, if these men go to the chicken shop and order a chicken and order a chicken burger and the guy didn't put the mayo inside or didn't put all the chips are cold, you're complaining. If you go to get your car serviced and your car's not serviced properly and there's a problem, you're going back to the garage and complaining. If you pay for an internet service and you don't get your internet, you're calling up, you're barking and you're complaining. When you buy Jordans, you're complaining. But we can't complain about a manager on £15 million a year. We can't complain about players that are on 100k plus a week. These man's logic is retarded. I hope next time you go and get a coffee, they serve it to you cold. Don't complain. You're a grown man. Don't complain. You're being negative. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, bro. We're tired of it, bro. But anyway, I'm tired of it. We're not allowed to say anything. When we was complaining about 3 DMs in the midfield, don't complain. But then when they started complaining because we dropped points to Liverpool, Man City, 3 DMs, Arteta's got to change it. Why has it got to change it? Why has it got to change it? I thought, didn't Stricto say, why are you going to change a system that's working? Man, chat rubbish, man. They chat rubbish, bro. They chat rubbish, bro. It's jarring. It's jarring, and we're sick and tired of it because as long as it stays like this, we ain't winning nothing. And the annoyance comes for 21 years of not seeing a title. Last time we won a title, I was 13 years old. It's a disgrace. I'm 33. I'm 33, bro. I lived my whole 20s without seeing us win a title. I want to ask me why I'm angry about it. I'm angry about it because I fucking care about this club. But guess what? I care and I don't care because this club doesn't care as much as I care, as much as we care in the chat. That's why I'm angry. Anybody that's as old as me or older understands my fucking frustration with this club. I'm sick of it. There's things that we need to change in this club and we don't change it, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. Man think, North, you just wanna suck up to the rivals. No, I've seen my club fail so many years. I started seeing the logic behind what the rivals were saying. I see it, bro. Because I take my heart out of it. As much as I love this club, I take my heart out of it and I look at it logically. It's mad, bro. It's mad. I remember Spurs getting to the Champions League final to play Liverpool, and I'm there. I was like, yo, this is the final nail on the coffin if Spurs win the Champions League. Couple years later on, they win the Europa. What's Arsenal won? Nothing. I didn't grow up being in a position ever praying that the other opposition's gonna has to beat Spurs in a final. Spurs. Only saw them win a Carabao Cup. And man, when I ask why I'm vexed, I'm seeing Man City 2 points behind us. I'm getting PTSD. That is coming back. I thought we could have won the league in the Leicester season. What did we do? Bottled it. Everybody fell off. And what did we do? But we didn't even win it, bro. Come on, bro. What are we doing, bro? Arteta just needs to tweak it. He's been having to need to tweak it since 22-23, bro. I'm saying it's 3 years down the line. This guy ain't tweaked shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. These men are happy with this. I feel sorry for them, bro. If they think that this is okay, I don't know why you started supporting Arsenal. I really don't. I really don't. Like, I don't get it. Maybe some of you, it was your family, bro. I don't know, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. Like, I really question when these people are lying for that. I question, does it really hurt you? Like, I feel like it don't really hurt you like that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't really hurt some of these men, bro. Like, it doesn't. It doesn't. It's, well, I've had a whole season of going to the pub, you know, going to the games, getting smashed, going back home, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? Who cares if Arsenal didn't win the league this year? Whatever. I'll renew my season ticket and I'll be in the pub again next year. Doesn't matter. As long as I get to see my friends and get drunk at the game. This man are backwards, man. This man are backwards, bro. These men are backwards, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? These men are backwards, bro. These men are backwards. And yeah, for me, as much as this football club let me down and stuff, it's just it just hurts, man. It just hurts when I see this club not doing everything that they need to do to be winners, bro. I don't know how many more times I need to see us get this close to winning something and not win it because we don't do what needs to be done. Hopefully, they've changed. Hopefully, they do hold Arteta accountable at the end of the season if you don't win something. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, big up to everyone that's locked in. Big up to everyone that's locked in. And we're going to redirect to Sarcasm City. Big up to everyone that's locked in, everyone in the building. We're going to redirect to Sarcasm City. Northside raid on the way in. You already know what time it is. My brother. You know what I mean? My brother. Northside raid on the way in. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Love.